start singing it.
Alright, we're on. We're live.
This is the recording session.
That's us.
And there we go.
Under pressure.
Do-do-do-do.
Making out of me.
We've got audio.
I really hope nobody's listening to this. Oh, that's brilliant. It's really good.
It's meant to be really good.
I fell asleep at like the last half an hour, but it was really good, man.
I'm bad for that at the cinema, man. I just want to sleep.
I watched it on Sky. It's on Sky now, so you can get it on the whatever it is. Like you can buy it on Sky, but it's really good, man. Like the best part I thought was, you know, that's like the song Bohemian Rhapsody. Apparently they were going to like just leave their label and that for them to play that. They didn't want to play it. And, they went to their agent. The guy's like, nah, we're never releasing this with opera and stuff in it. And he's like, nah, I want it, or we're all gone and that. And then they played it and it was fucking really good.
Mind when Kanye West played it at Glastonbury?
Did he?
Oh,
did he?
Aye. Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, that was horrible.
What is it? Did he sing it?
Aye.
Oh, no way.
Just having a black track.
Shit live, really. Go live and they're just pish.
Fucking Kanye's ambitious, man. You can't fault him for his ambition.
Aye.
He's off. He's not. I hope he goes in Joe Rogan. Like it'll be brilliant.
Is he going to go on that?
Aye.
I heard about it.
That Mike Tyson and Joe Rogan was good. Like,
Aye.
I love when I get somebody like that who you want to hear about.
Aye. I didn't feel like he was on for long enough with Joe Rogan, man. I should have listened to him. I read his book and everything. He's still got me stories. He's been like addicted to everything. He was a sex addict.
It's mental shit he went through at such a young age.
Coke addict, everything, man. He was fucking. He said he was on coke for like his last like 6-7 fights. He said he was on coke during all his fights. He just pissed with a fake dick all the time. He said like the commission never caught him, and one time they did caught him, and they never even said anything to him or that. So fair play.
Because he was the biggest star at the time, wasn't he? Aye. You can't fight.
He was making serious.
Boxing's always a bit corrupt, isn't it?
Aye.
Always has
been.
Always has been.
The judging's horrible. The judging's horrible, man.
If you think about how much a big star Mike Tyson is.
Aye.
We're all drinking.
Aye.
And the cat has a tiger in his back garden.
He's fucking nuts.
Just balling out of control, Pablo Escobar style, man.
You seen that shit out of Scarface, man?
Aye, that's it. He's got the tiger. He's just loving life, man.
I'll let you get a tiger when I'm home.
That's the dream, man.
I'll get a tiger. You see all these Russian gangsters with the big tigers and that. See Conor McGregor was there in Russia.
Oh, aye, that's right. He was in the football stadium and that with Putin. Because he was trying to slag Khabib for it and everything. He done a right number on him. See that interview? Did you see the interview where he's saying, what are you saying about Vladimir Putin? And Khabib proper shat it. He's like, I never said nothing about Vladimir.
He could probably get shot back here for that shit, man. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Conor went fucking in on him.
Oh, it was bad. Are you disrespecting the great Vladimir Putin? No, I am not. I not said it. And then whooped the shit out of him in the face.
That's all that matters, eh?
It's like, fuck you, I'm Putin. Just give him a fucking noogie, man.
Khabib absolutely raped him.
He done a real number on him, man. Noogied him, just beat him down. It was.
And I feel like if Conor was that as good as he used to be, man, he could have got him out of there.
Nah, he didn't look sharp.
There was exchanges and that where he could have fucking sniped him.
I think the thing with Conor was like every time I watched him fight, he done the thing that Anderson Silva done where he looked like he had improved leaps and bounds every fight, and you were like, oh, this guy's like getting grown at a crazy rate. Like, and that's what you don't usually see with pro fighters. Maybe they get to about 6-7 years in and they stop growing, they just get slightly better like that. But he was like, oh, he's like much better. Oh, he's
taking
much
better guys.
Aye, just getting better and better every fight. And then you just seen him. That was the first time I'd seen him where he looked like he'd went back the way and like not improved his skill set.
Had a long layoff, to be fair.
Look at his resume, who he's beat, mate. It's fucking. And he's finished most of them.
To Jose Aldo in actual seconds, wasn't that? Couldn't even believe that when it happened.
Smoked.
Oh, it was amazing all the stuff he done. It was just no nice to see him go back the way like and look like he was lost this day.
I think it was after that boxing fight, mate. I think he just.
Just blowing all the money, just loving it.
Let's see him fight Cowboy. Let's see him build up a wee bit, man.
And big
I think he could still beat these guys.
Fight, that was his kryptonite. Somebody that you can't put away.
Aye,
somebody
definitely.
Walking forward like a zombie.
You can't put him away. Just can't.
I
know.
Just getting up
just like welterweight and all, they moved up the weight.
Remember when Hingy caught him as well? Who was the fighting Nate? It was the guy.
He got head kicked.
He got head kicked and they flung in the towel for him and that. He was still trying to fight. He's like down out cold, swinging in the air.
Josh Thompson.
Josh Thompson, that's
He
right.
works for Bellator now.
He put out the blueprint for beating him, that Josh Thompson. Just leg kick, head kick, leg kick, head kick. In and out. Don't exchange boxing.
It's mental that Nate actually won that fight because he doesn't do very well against guys in his actual own weight class. He's nearly cut.
Yeah, I think people hold him up to a much higher standard now because of that.
That was
I like
his
him.
breakout moment, I think.
He's a tough motherfucker though, and that's the thing when you're fighting McGregor. See if you can't get McGregor can't get in your head at the beginning and came up. I mean, Nick's been doing that shit for years, man. Came up, they just not getting paid, man. You know what I mean?
They weren't interested, like.
No, they didn't get paid for it, man.
He's sparring Andre Ward as well. Do you know what I mean? He'd been sparring Andre Ward like in the gym. Aye, like sparring real boxers. You know what I mean? So he's no unfamiliar with dealing with good boxers.
He's got a weird striking style, man. But it's fucking effective. He looks just like that.
Aye.
Hunters with him.
Like volume punching, just real light, and then whacking in the heavy shots, and just moving forward on everything as well. It's pretty cool.
There was a good couple of fights between them. I'd love to have seen a trilogy.
It should happen.
I would have liked to have.
Yeah, they were talking on Twitter just recently there, man.
See,
too much money for it.
Next
team and Khabib's team had a bit of beef and all. Seen them fighting at MGM.
Aye, that's right. That was another show. It was like a Bellator or something.
Can you imagine fucking
Conor and Nate are kind of no sweet in it, but kind of try to take these Russians.
Would you like to see fucking?
You need to gang up on against these Russians, man. There's so many of them. Man, they're fucking solid.
Brutal. You can't even fly.
And the problem is they're fucking solid.
You can't even fly straight to their country as well with that flight. If you're leaving Russia, you need to go all the way. Tell us about that.
We're not gone there yet.
Mark was just telling us before the podcast went live about the flat earth stuff. We'll leave that, man. We're not letting him explain it. Keir put him straight anyway. Planes can go in any direction.
I thought they could only go one direction, so I didn't think you could go from Russia round to Alaska when Alaska's here. Do you get what I mean?
Nah, you've got to go the long way around. Like a one-way system. Like a one-way system.
No, I just got you wouldn't go from Russia like all the way along to go to Alaska when you can just go. No, it doesn't sound right, does it?
No. They just crash if they went different ways.
Oh, man, you're going to have to stick to the fighting. Aye, so on top, first of all, we've got Mark is on after his performance. It was a week ago on Saturday.
Yeah.
You fought... Who was it?
Ola Jacobson.
Aye, yeah. So
I was supposed to fight James Bundit. But he pulled out. I spoke to him at the show. He said he tore his hip flexor or something.
Right. So he got injured.
Got a replacement. That Ola Jacobson.
Cool, man. And what did you know about him going into the fight then?
Mate, not a clue. Never. I didn't usually know anything about any of my guys, man. I think James just kind of looked up. He sorted the fight because James Bundit had pulled out, so I got a message of James Dillon saying, "I've got this guy here for you." Actually, Jaggy was supposed to fight him. This Ola Jacobson. And another battleweights came.
The big tall boy that he ended up behind.
Jaggy fought, and I just took Jaggy's guy, and then me fought at 72 the day before. And he wasn't. I don't know how he's a welterweight. He's no big. He wasn't any bigger than me or that. James just messaged me. We've got this Ola Jacobson. Just said like he's wild. One of the guys in the gym had done to beat him. Yeah. So I was kind of knew he was going to be a swinger, or maybe try and wrestle. So I was kind of used to that anyway, man. Just,
he looked pretty tough, man. It was a good fight.
He's throwing big hooks, man. Just trying to fucking get in and out. Be slick.
Aye.
Try and make him look silly. That's what I was trying to do. Just try and scale him.
It worked, man. There's a few that he just fucking missed clean with.
I want to watch the fight, man. Because see, after that, I thought that I was getting myself caught up in like totally like a fucking gun, like slinging shots and that. But I thought when I went in at first, I was more clinical. I was in and out. But I only watched the fight back.
And you done most of the fight in Southpaw, really? Aye. And that's not like your natural stand.
I done it in Southpaw, and I was throwing the left straight, and I knew he was going to start coming to the outside of that left straight. That's why I was throwing the left kick or not.
Yeah.
The minute he moved, that's when I changed the stance, and I knew when I done a wee fake, he would move to the side there. I'd get that right hand right in the middle.
Aye. So you were trying to kind of lead him into it with the kick.
Just setting up the first round, then I knew I'd get him away with that.
And everything that he was throwing, like you were throwing a lot of volume on him as well, because he was throwing big swings back, and you were kind of slipping just outside the range, and then countering again, making him miss.
Aye, fast feet in and out, man.
That was nice, man. It was a awesome performance. What round was it you put him away in again? Second round. He ate too many shots and then just finished up and put him away.
Aye, that fucking daft referee, man.
Aye.
Aye,
What was it? Ham? There was an eye poke or something.
It was a punch.
A punch, aye, that's right, aye.
Straight shot right to the eye.
He gave him a 10 count or something.
Aye. Well, he actually said to me,
Aye, waved it off.
He let me go for it. I went for it and then he goes, fight's over. That's why I raised my hands.
That's right, aye.
He fucking waved it off and all.
So I look at my corner, I turn back round and the cunt
What's going on, aye?
me again. I'm like, sound. We're just going to let you go for it.
Aye, you're probably glad.
And then the
I'm
fact
kind of glad we got that extra round and then
a bit extra time.
they stop it, you know, it was bad, man. That wee lad, he was
Aye.
out on his
He
like,
took a lot of
face down,
damage,
man.
aye.
I was wanting that walk off KO. I think I had a feeling I was going to get that when I done it and I walked away. And then
Yeah.
He was in a bit of a nick after it, like,
Aye.
in the back.
He just kind of cradled there and then the fucking ref.
I get stick for my reffing as well. Nah,
You've always been good, like.
That's what I said, I think.
Aye, I feel like maybe some people will say like I take a bit longer than a lot of, but I just know how it feels. I just know how it feels. Like
people fucking go for it.
Aye, like you didn't enter a fight because you don't want to win. Like, and I feel like you always want to have your chance to win, and as long as you're fighting back, the fight shouldn't really be stopped. But if the guy's like outclassed and he's not throwing back, he's not going to get any offense, and it's game over, especially if he's rocked and he's taking damage to the brain and stuff. There's got to be a point where you say, right, that's enough. But usually people's eyes tell you, like, that's what I've always stood by. I've always said
Robbie
that
Law,
their eyes.
Ben Askren, like, he totally thought he was out there, man.
Aye.
The ref actually picked up his hand, dropped it, and just fell right back down, and he fucking came at the choke and it was wide awake.
Aye.
Controversial one, that one, was it?
It's hard for him to see, and I think Herbie knew that he'd kind of fucked up at that point.
Joe Rogan and they're commentating, they all thought he was out cold, right?
Yeah, aye, they were like, oh, he's out. Oh no, he's not out right away.
I think there might be another angle where he doesn't look out, but you've got to think, man, Herb's got to look after the fighter, man. If he thinks he's out, man, then he's got to step in.
I don't think he checked enough. Nah, like when you look at it, he just called it straight away. He never really gave him a chance to react to what he said. He said, "Are you okay?" And he's like done a thumbs up, and he's not really gave him a chance to react to that. He just went right in, like, and the fact that he hadn't went flat, he was kind of, he's still built up. I think he's just like overreacted, maybe. But what happens though, every like a referee can have a bad day, and it happens to everybody.
Tell you what, man, Robbie's reaction to it was really cool. Really cool reaction, man.
Aye.
Showed a lot of class for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Fucking great fighter and all, man. You can't count him out. Slammed him with his fucking head.
Aye, I know, he's dangerous as fuck, man.
Do you think the rematch will happen?
No.
It would be cool.
He doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
I
I think he's looked, why would I,
He was going on about Till and that before, obviously the Till Masterful fight, man, But I don't know if that will happen either, but we'll cover that later on, man.
Aye, for sure, we'll go into that anyway. Mark, you were saying that you got another fight as well. Got no injuries for that one. You've got another fight made for the cage.
Man, see, the week before that fight, we were sparring and I fucked my toe. My toe was massive, it's swollen, the bone. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'm going to find out what's wrong with that. And then hurt my shin just with body kicks and that, but that'll heal in time.
Aye.
But I'm fighting again in 3 weeks on made for the cage.
Perfect.
For the lightweight title, so that'll be good.
Sweet, man.
Quick turnaround, man. That's what I try and do. I try and stay as active as possible, man. Because see, when you're healthy and you're training all the time, why not fight?
Make the most of it. Yeah, definitely.
Can't be having big, too long layoffs, man. I want to get right in and get the job done.
I've always felt best and most comfortable when I've been fighting regularly. Yeah. Like 4 weeks in between, anything like that, you feel a lot better.
That's what I done last year. I know I had 3 fights, like I had March, April, June.
And I think I refed all of them. I remember back, I refed a good few all your fights because I always done the refing for Headhunters when you were on the show. And
it was good to fight on top and all, actually. I've never fought on top before.
Bigger cage.
Big cage, good promotion and that. Nice production.
They did put a lot into the production for sure, man.
That was a good show.
Great photos and that, man. So the video will hopefully be out soon.
All my clothes. Is
that your bro or son?
Keir Harvie is literally wearing all my clothes.
Shit.
That's pretty good pattern, to be fair. You can tell him, man, he can hear you. Aye, man, that's pretty cool then. So you've got this fight coming up made for the cage. Do you know much about the boy?
Oh, nothing, man.
None at all.
Just leave that to James to get a wee kind of game plan sorted up, man.
Aye.
Or we can just wing it.
What do you normally do? Do you normally at least have an idea if they're a striker or a grappler or what?
I usually focus on myself. I didn't ask questions. I didn't like to know or even bother, man. I'm just going to make sure I'm in the best nick I can possibly be, mate. Like mentally and physically. Grappling or striking, just try to get just always try to progress. I'm always in the gym just trying to get that 1% better anyway, so.
That's brilliant, man. That's a good mindset to have, because I think I was probably guilty of doing it the opposite way when I fought.
Looking up Sunday and getting
too much into it.
Not even getting in their head, but just been like, I just always look for the easiest way. So I would know where I could beat them really easily, and I would try and force them into that position, and it worked for me more times than it didn't work for me.
I'm on to that and all as well. Like, see, like John Jones, he proper studied his fighters, like his opponents.
But it can go wrong too. It can definitely go wrong, man. I think the worst time I ever done it was with Paul McBain, and I like had everything. Like, it shows how much I was thinking. I'd like could tell you how many jabs he threw on average per round, and fucking like what his preferred takedowns were, what he would do when he'd fall into guard. I could tell you every single thing he'd done exactly, but still didn't get the job done. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, it doesn't always guarantee you victory or anything like that either.
I feel like my happiest as well when I'm just trying to just focus on myself, mate. Being the best I can be. See, when I was younger, I used to always look up guys on Facebook and that, and watch their fights and shit like that. No study, I just watched them. Yeah. And he's training hard, fuck, I need to train harder.
You definitely can see some stuff sometimes where you'll see something where you see an opening and you'll be like, no, I'll catch him with like that lead leg high, or I'll catch him.
I'm actually open to that. I want to actually have one fight where I just study the guy and just see, because I think that might be a big difference in my game. I'm going to study somebody and I'm just knowing it, go in and just clinically put them away fast.
Well, I thought that with the Darren Till fight last night. I was watching that, and early, like Masvidal, he landed two, I think it was like a cross left hook, but the left hook wasn't clean, but it caught him on the button twice stiff. And I was like, oh, he's not respecting that left hook because it hadn't knocked him at the first two. So the third time he's threw it in the second round, he's threw it like switched his stance and threw it as an overhand and really put everything into it, and it's landed on the button again. But it landed twice before that clean.
They were saying that he was being diverse with his entries. Masvidal was always changing it up, and he just fucking done a wee switch stance and then that.
Yeah, see, I think he clocked on in the way Till, because every time he was coming forward, Till comes back the way and he puts that chin up. It just opens it up for that, like you say, that left hook.
It's just not having. Boom. Just, I mean, I usually sparred quite low hands and stuff and fought low hands, but I just feel like when you get into that boxing range, you've got to just start to get a bit tighter with your guard.
Even like breaking away for the clinching, sometimes you need to keep your hands up, because somebody whips something up or an elbow. See when you've seen
elbows in and head kicks on exit and stuff.
See when you hit fucking.
You've done a few of those actually in that last fight. You threw a head kick moving back, lead leg head kick moving back in that last fight.
That's one of my favourite. I like to go to when they're rushing and I just kind of lean back.
Whip it over.
Rip up the top.
Whip over the top. That was cool, man. I remember seeing that. I thought moving back with that, it's pretty tight.
I've got quite flexible, so I can throw high kicks at will. So that's what I'm trying.
And it was kind of like a question mark kick too. You kind of just whipped it up and over. It was cool, man, for sure. Where were we there? We would end up talking about Darren Till getting KO'd and studying fighters. That's right. I tend to do this all the time.
Did you see Leon Edwards and Gunnar Nelson?
I just watched that there.
Co-main event.
Oh, aye, that's right. Aye, man. He caught him. That was an elbow leaving the clinch, was it? Aye,
fucking peach as well.
Yeah,
straight back the left elbow.
Leon Edwards is a fucking great fighter. Like,
yeah,
what, a 7-fight win streak or something?
See, you watch his grappling. He's grappling against Gunny, and he's like,
that was a bit.
Taking his
that was what I was surprised at last night, man. He had him against the cage and he kept him there.
That's no joke, like, because Gunny's high level black belt.
Aye, for sure.
Aye, he's amazing, man. Aye, so he's done the business here. He's done amazing, man.
And then he was arguing with Till before in the press conference because I think they two were going to fight, but then fucking Masvidal ended up scrapping him last night.
Masvidal popped him.
That number on him, my big cut.
I've started to see this shit.
Oh man, Masvidal would just laying both of them out, man.
Just walks right up to him and starts clubbing him.
Apparently says to him something about like, there's your 3-piece chicken and soda or something like that. He popped him 3 times. That's what he said to him. Aye. He said, I just broke him off with a wee 3-piece chicken and a soda. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He's a gangster, like.
Oh, what? You see him walking up, hands behind the back, like you say, pop, pop, pop.
He's some guy, man. He's fucking crazy.
He used to do that
bare knuckle, backyard.
That's right, aye. He's Cuban fucking. He's like Joey Diaz always talks about him all the time, and he was like, he'd done all those bare knuckle ones on the Kimbo Slice stuff before, and then he ended up like they got into the UFC eventually with it, and he was in some smaller promotions as well.
He's had a lot of fights.
He's off his head as well though. He believes in himself though, big time, man.
Tough motherfucker, man.
You need to big time. You can't be going into a fight not believing in yourself. Like, you're not going to get into it.
33 and 13.
Hundreds of fights.
That's crazy. 46 different fights, man. Fucking that's crazy.
Masvidal 33 and 13.
And that's just in the cage. That's not
on the fucking streets.
You know what I mean?
He needed a win there too as well. He'd lost,
What's that?
He lost to Stephen Thompson. He lost to Damien Maia.
Aye. And then just comes out and puts in a big performance. Fair play him, like.
34.
But they're looking at his wins over Donald Cerrone, his wins over Jake Ellenberger, Ross Pearson.
He's a small welterweight. Was he not?
Yeah, he fought lightweight for a while. Yeah,
he looked weak compared to Till. I know Till's massive for the, but he did look weak compared to him.
You mentioned he's when he bet Cerrone there. That's a horrible fight for Cerrone because like he needs his distance. Get what I mean? Masvidal fights you fucking there. Get what I mean when he's coming in.
Diaz, when he's always in your face, mate. You're not getting an inch to breathe.
Aye.
Fucking Leon Edwards beat Cowboy and all.
Oh, did he? Aye.
Did you not know that?
Fuck, that was like one of the fights that kind of went under the radar.
Man, just kind of stayed on him.
Under the radar.
Big time.
He's popped up now.
Yeah. Aye, because Paul Daly was shouting that he'd beat Masvidal as well. I seen on Facebook. He's like, he's beat him before and stuff like that.
God, did they know that, man?
I'd like to see they two fight now. Like, got to.
Aye.
Masvidal and Leon Edwards.
Aye, it should happen.
Aye, 100%.
He's hit him 3 times there, like, unprovoked. See, to be fair, it's quite bad for Masvidal. 100%. Like, everybody's kind of like, everybody's like pushing it because it's looked cool that he's done it, like after he's won and stuff. But he's hit the guy when
he's assaulted him.
He's actually assaulted the guy when it's an argument. It's actually order.
I was talking to Keir about that. See in the UFC, a lot of guys like to start fights and get somebody to hold them back and that.
Aye.
It's kind of funny to see an actual scrap. Somebody actually.
He's just popped him.
He's not fucking about it.
He's not acting like everybody else. I mean, he's straight up got to work.
Aye, it's I guess fair play in that day, but it just seems a bit mental. But I guess like everyone's quite high, emotions is high and stuff, and I don't know what he said to him. Do you know what I mean?
Because he's bound him up.
Because Masvidal said some shit back to him, but I don't know what Edwards has said to him to make him so pissed off. You know what I mean?
Chill, Masvidal. See when you watch the press conference for London, like he's just so chilled when he's talking to Dan Till. He's not gonna fuck. And he's kind of snapped really quick there.
Aye, because he got on well with Dan Till during the entry to that.
I think that must be a respect thing. Really no respect for this Leon Edwards.
Aye, but and then you see Leon Edwards' brothers like smashing it as well. He's doing amazing.
He's a really good fighter. Aye.
A lot of people are saying he's going to be like next big thing as well.
He's on Bellator, isn't he?
He's signed to Bellator.
There is Bellator.
But is he middleweight?
Middleweight, aye.
He's not a big middleweight either.
No.
But he's just really effective.
Yeah, he seems to be doing well, man. His last fight, I think he'd smoked a guy that was like a really good fighter, so he seems to be.
Card Chris Bunger was on.
Aye, that's right, that's the same one.
What team is that down there in Birmingham? Renegade or something?
Something like that, aye. They've made their own team.
UTC or something? I always see that.
I'm not sure it's changed, but they've got some good guys.
UTC.
Obviously got high level fucking grappling anyway. Handling Gunny, mate.
Aye, I know, that's crazy.
I was surprised seeing that.
I know, I expected Gunnar to get position on him at some point, but like if Gunnar gets mount usually or any kind of position, it's usually game over. But like,
just never got a chance last night.
He changed it like Tim Breed, does he know?
Tom Breeze.
Tom Breeze.
Aye, exactly. So if he's training with those dudes, he's going to.
He was supposed to fight last night.
What happened with that?
Cancelled like the day of.
Did it?
It didn't happen.
And that's why it started a bit later. I just seen something about it on Twitter.
That's crazy.
I don't know why. What do you know why?
Your fight get cancelled on the day.
And you guys were just back for the Bellator card as well. You were there
in Dublin.
Over there doing a bit of corner, and that was it cool seeing that.
Aye, the atmosphere was electric, man.
Aye.
It was crazy.
Probably quite cool to getting about it.
And the scale of the event and everything was.
Aye.
Even just
night and day to other shows.
I don't
think I've ever cornered a card like that big or that before.
No,
man.
It's nuts.
James wanted to send us over, so we kind of got a feel for it because we'll be fighting the shows like that very soon. So
aye,
it was good to go. It was a good experience.
Gets you in about kind of seeing it and definitely,
man. Like fucking Hoist Gracie and that.
Aye, just kicking about. That's pretty cool, eh?
Massive fight. 10,000 people in that arena.
Aye. Was it packed out?
Aye, you could hear every single one of them, man.
The noise, I know, the atmosphere, and it was unbelievable, man.
That was a cool show,
man.
Went on. Chris Duncan smashed it on that. He smashed his opponent. He had like a 2-0 guy that was meant to be like next big thing. So
I think they were trying to big his opponent up, and they were trying to feed him. Chris wasn't he?
Aye, because there was a cool. Aye, he beasted him, man. There was a cool photo actually. It was like John Kavanagh after the fight, and John Kavanagh looked like he'd seen a ghost. It was like his face was like. Just totally really shot.
Strong shots.
Aye, he just wiped him right
That
out.
boy's head just.
The uppercut was a belter, pinged him right up, man.
And
took him out.
He doesn't want to be there. He was like, fuck this.
Aye, it was pretty cool. After that, it was like, and the ref was right to call that. Like, I don't usually like standing stoppages, but like it was a clear stoppage. Like the guy didn't know whether it was New York or New Year, man. It was fucking in a bad way for sure.
The rest of the card was good and all.
Peter Quealy versus Miles Price.
That was great. That was a big rivalry, man. The crowd were loving that one.
Was there any other good fights in the card?
The thing with James Gallagher obviously got. He's the one that's sold it out.
Yeah.
He's a big star, man. It's crazy.
All the Irish guys, so like Kiefer Crosby.
They are a huge following. It's huge over there.
All the SPG guys, it's kind of like.
Does it all feel like talking that James Gallagher though?
Yeah, but he's backing it up most of the time.
But I felt last time he got fucking sparked.
Aye.
Aye, what is it, bantamweight he fights there?
Yeah, he's small too.
You see him there, because when we were cutting with Sean, you see him, he's really skinny,
yeah.
Sort of wee boy, man.
Apparently his grappling's like
That's his main kind of thing, he's
everybody says he's got really good grappling.
SPG guys are known for having like good grappling, aren't they?
Good back peaks and stuff like that.
It's a fun card, like.
So you've got this made for the cage fight. You said you don't really know anything about the guy that you're fighting. And what's your plans like? We going pro or whatever? You just going to get more amateur fights, a bit of experience this year, and
just going to get one more amateur fight after the made for the cage one. I want to try and get on top.
Yeah.
Try and get that lightweight title, man. Hopefully.
Quality.
For that.
Nice one.
Take that and then we'd go to Thailand, man, just to relax, man. I've been to Thailand twice now, but I've not been to just relax. I've been there for training camps and that's so like going to chill out, come back and then turn professional.
Nice, man. So hopefully when they made for the cage British title, on top's title, who's holding that now? Jordan Strong, that'd be cool, man. Aye.
Good matchup that.
Aye, definitely,
domestic
man. He's
clash.
what, like 4-0 or something like that.
Something like that, aye.
Aye, that's right. And he's had some Thai experience, I think, as well.
Seriously,
aye, that'd be cool, man. Definitely.
Get that.
So get that belt out the way and then think about going pro after that.
I spoke to James, that's definitely going to happen. I'll get the 2 belts, that's a certainty, and then just turn professional.
Perfect, man. That'd be quality. So you hear that, James Lake? Get that matched up, man. Get the lightweight title for Mark Ewen, man. That'd be quality. What about yourself, Keir?
Yeah, I was originally supposed to be on that made for the cage as well, man, but fucking my guy backed out, so
aye.
I'm not sure, man. I can get something there or just anything up.
It's a bit of change for you recently as well, so you're probably adapting to the gym, adapting
to
try to change your training up.
But
and
like
stuff.
you said, we're going to Thailand in the summer, so at least
he's definitely going.
At least one in before that, if not 2.
Like you have always been active, eh?
Aye.
Like, other years you've always been active.
Basically at the start of the year we kind of talk about, like, I decided I want to have a boxing fight, and I said I wanted a Muay Thai fight and all, but I'm just going to leave that hang.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to get a grappling competition in and 3 MMA fights. I've got the 3 MMA fights kind of booked, and I've had the boxing fight. Just kind of.
That's classic. You've got the goals at the start of the year, because I used to remember sitting like that. I remember doing that myself and being like, this year I want to do this, and this at the very start of the year, and it's like the best way you can be,
that's
man.
What you need to plan. See, when you've got something to work towards.
Aye.
It's so much easier.
Something really hard too that you're like, no, I need to really work for this.
Just to relax, because I know that's going to be there.
That takes the pressure off a bit. You know what I mean?
Training so much for so long,
and you can still train there, but you don't have to go crazy. Do you know what I mean? You can train, you can relax, actually have a good time as well. That'd be cool.
See how it goes.
I didn't really train for like fight camps. I just train all the time.
Aye.
So that wee break there will be nice, and it'll just kind of get.
Well, that's how you improve. I think like if you just train for fight camps, you're not really improving your skill set. You're just getting yourself in fight shape and game planning and stuff.
Just train full time, literally all year round, man.
So you've been through during the day sessions and all that as well.
Everything,
aye. That's class, man. Fucking brilliant.
Take a Wednesday off, train like fuck, man.
Aye. How you been finding it so far then?
Aye, tremendous.
Aye.
Fucking tremendous, man.
Brilliant, man.
Such a well needed move to progress our careers, man. That's the bottom line. That's really the bottom line of it. It's something we had to do.
It's non-personal, you know what I mean? Definitely. I know where you're coming from for that, man. I had some hardship with that, with moving gyms when I was first starting out, and it's not anything personal. It's just you've only got a really short window with MMA, and you've got to do the right things for you, and unfortunately sometimes you've got to be a wee bit selfish.
Of course.
And it's just how that goes. Like, it's not meant bad to anybody or anything like that. And usually people should understand, you know, and then that way the door's open if you ever training back with that person in the future, or you still maybe get sessions with them and stuff like that. Like, that's what I've found's been brilliant with James, because obviously I'm not through at a higher level as much as I used to be, but like the door's always been open for me. Like in the last 2 years I've not been in very often, but you know, he's always been like, I pop in for any session anytime you want. Like I still, even though I'm through like once a week or whatever, I'm still part of the team. Do you know what I mean? It's not been like, nah, you're coaching, you're not part of our team anymore, and like that. Like everything's still exactly the same as how it was. It's just that I'm not through as much, you know.
It's a great team, man. It really is.
But he doesn't have to worry. Do you know what I mean? He's got so many fighters. Like he's probably hoping folk leave the gym. You know what I mean? I know. Imagine, like, that's what I was saying the other day. I was like, imagine how busy he actually is having to deal with like matching, because he matches most of the guys' fights as well. So like trying to match people's fights, trying to like organise people's camps, trying to keep in your head right, and then he's got his own family life to deal with as well.
Wayne's in that, man.
Like, it's hard enough when you've got, like, I remember when I had like 2 fighters to deal with, like 2 or 3 fighters, like matching Gaz's fights and matching like Graham Ross's fights, and that. It's a fucking nightmare, because like if you're a caring coach, which he is, and like which any coach is that's successful, you're looking into, you know, you're studying their opponents for them and stuff, and you're thinking any chinks that might happen, and
just the guys in the UFC, man.
Aye, exactly.
Stevie and Danny, like. serious stuff, like
guys in the
big
UFC.
fights, man.
It's a full-time job.
Aye.
Aye.
Part-time that.
No.
That's it, man. That's it. So like they need all the staff, but it is, I know what you mean, because it's great being part of the team and the different guys that you've got, you know, to spar with, and the access to, you can just pick up stuff. Like a lot of people will learn from training with people as well. So you'll pick up something that somebody does. You think, all right, you know, I'm going to try using that the next time I'm sparring with them, or you know, I'm going to try picking that up, or whatever. You're getting a look at different styles and how to deal with different styles, because mixing up with pressure striking and like defensive striking, because you can't take a one fits all approach on everybody. You've got to tailor your style to that person, you know.
A lot of guys pop into higher level as well, because you've got like Stevie's got his own gym and Ian's got his own gym, so the guys are coming, because they were all getting ready for that on top of you as well.
That's right, because I was thinking about bringing like my guys that are going to be thinking about starting fighting as well, bring them through in like the Friday night or whatever, and because if Ian's bringing his guys who are quite new and Stevie's bringing his guys who are quite new, my guys are quite new as well, so it'd be good to get them in. Like guys that are just getting into their first fights and stuff like that. Then that way I can get some sparring in as well, to try and. Because I miss it as well, do you know what I mean? I was in the other week, I was enjoying having a wee spar.
Yeah, it's always great fun.
Aye,
it's the funnest session of the week, isn't it? It's fun.
Sparring is brilliant, like.
It's the closest you can get to fighting, so that's the best. Like.
And it's always like you feel like you've emptied the tank at the end of it. You never feel like, I could do a couple more rounds, you know what I mean? You always feel like, thank fuck it, that's over.
Spawning, man.
That's actually one of the funniest stories I think I remember, because I remember like it was one of the sessions where the session was completely packed. It was like everybody, it was Danny Henry, it was like Ian Feenan, Stevie Ray, Martin Delaney, Graham Turner, myself, my brother, like Jamie Nolan, fucking just all absolute animals, do you know what I mean? It was just all boys that are just fucking hard as nails and like make very little mistakes, and they were all about our weight, like we were all like 70 kilos up to welterweight, Keir Malone and that as well, like boys that are like welterweight, lightweight, a couple of featherweights as well. And everybody kind of had the same sort of look on their face, like, fucking hell, this is about to get fucking. Do you know what I mean? This is about to get heavy. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody's kind of looking at each other like. And Stevie just had this. That's when you know this guy's fucking just loves to fight. Stevie just had this look in his face, was like. Like he just cannot fucking wait for the sparring to start. He's a unique guy, do you know, because you can't even fake that, because I think like, everybody there's pretty much fucking like tough alpha males, you know what I mean? And we're all a wee bit like. Here we go, do you know what I mean? This is going to be heavy, and he's like, he's just sitting dead excited, man. Like, fucking
really solid. Like.
He's a beast, and he mixes up his shit really well, man. Really well. He fucking clobbers you with that left hand. It's fucking.
I'm not sparring him, just rolling, but I've watched him spar. Last week, I was like, fuck that.
He mixes stuff up really well, man.
He's just back for a knee injury as well. I grappled with him, and Jesus Christ,
Is he big though now? Is he heavy?
Probably a bit more than normal, but he's not absolutely massive.
He's still in good shape, man. I seen he's going to be doing a match with Dan Clark. Do you see that?
Dan was talking about that at SGI last night.
Is he?
We're grappling with him.
I just saw it on Facebook, man.
In the cage, yeah.
It was quite cool actually. It was like Dan was talking about his recent comp, because we'll get on SGI, but his one was like ended with him winning last night in disqualification, which I think it was quite late on in the match. I never got to see the match because I was warming up, but apparently he was doing really well. But yeah, I'd seen he'd put up a post on Facebook, and Steve had said, how about me and you do a match or something, commented on his post saying, how about me and you do a match, coach versus coach on the next SGI, just on his post. But like they've known each other forever, you know what I mean? So I don't even think it was like disrespectful. It was just like
grappling, isn't it?
It's just like, let's have a match, you know what I mean? Coach versus coach. And then Dan was like, aye, like let's do it then, Nogi. But then it started to get a bit like Dan says, Dan actually called the date. Dan was like, let's do it on Art of Combat. So it's going to be on Art of Combat, a grappling match, I think, in the cage. No-gi sub only for what it looked like. But then it got into a wee bit of discussion about, because I think Dan had said, I like pushing myself in areas that I'm not used to, like wrestling and heel hooks and things like that. And Stevie's like, well, let's do it in the gi then if you want. Like,
oh, did he? I didn't know.
Stevie says, we'll do it in the gi then. But Dan was like, no, I'm like, I want to push myself.
The gi's on in a cage, man. Just fucking go
old school. Aye, man.
Back to the Hoist Gracie days.
But so Dan had said that, and it just got like a bit back and forth. I think it was like, no, well, Stevie was like, well, I like testing myself out in areas that I'm not so good at as well, so I'll do it in the gi if you want, like if that. And it wasn't like tit for tat, it was just like, I think they were just both saying like, nah, we're cool with whatever. And I like Dan's response to it, because he was just like, nah, I'm trying to improve. So it didn't seem too bothered whether he's winning or losing, which is the main thing with grappling. He's just like, no, I'll do it. Like, if you want to have a match with me, I'll do it.
See a black belt?
Drink a better. Dan's a black belt. Got his black belt for Brawley Steamer.
Oh, nice.
So is it happening in the gi or not in the gi?
Who most people like rate is like top 5 in the world ever.
Is it happening in the gi?
No gi.
So it is not. It's happening
no gi at Art of Combat, man. Aye,
that's cool, man. That'd be a cool role,
that's what I mean.
Fucking awesome.
It's pretty cool, like.
You were saying about the SGI, some good matchups in that, man.
Aye, that's right, man. Fucking.
Congratulations, first of all, man.
Oh, cheers,
man. There you go. You're under.
Gave it to Anderson there. Under 80 kilos. Aye, man. That was good. I was up first and last, so that was fun. I wasn't going to say if I'd lost about like injuries and stuff. I'd said to a couple of people that were close to me, and like the people that were close to me knew about it. Even though Gaz asked me about it in the podcast last week, I was like, you're kind of put me in the spot here. Gaz is like, Gaz says to me last week, how's your camp been for SGI? I'm like, fine well with my camp. You've been fucking taping my knee for the last 2 weeks, man. I've done 3 rolls, do you know what I mean? So I've not even really been able to train, man. I've just been drilling, like, so I tore my LCL like 4 weeks ago trying to do a truck roll to somebody, and it popped. I heard it pop, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I thought, like, the next day I thought I should pull out, because I've done that knee before, exact same, go platin someday, and it was exactly the same, and that took me like, it was months and months and months recovery. So I thought, like, nah, I'm done. And the next day I could barely walk, and then the next day after that I loosened up a wee bit, and then like by the sort of Wednesday, Thursday, so it was on the Sunday I'd popped it, by the Wednesday, Thursday I was like able to walk on it and stuff again. I took like 2 weeks of doing zero, just coaching my classes and like taking the pictures, and that was it. I was like pretending I was training, do you know what I mean? But so I was just coaching for like 2 weeks straight, and I actually jumped into like a couple of, because you get bored, man. See, like, no training, we spoke about that, I'd go insane.
It's
like,
hard to watch, man. You want to jump right
brutal, man. I went to like a couple of Danny Gray's gi classes, and I was just went and drilled, like, learnt some gi technique, because I couldn't actually do anything, so I was just like learning the technique. At least it's something, do you know what I mean? But I've kept it up. It actually got me back interested in the gi again, because I'd been staying away from the gi, so I'm kind of back into the gi a bit now, and been training every Wednesday back in the gi. It's been fun. So yeah, and I got to train I'd done 3 full sessions for that. I'd done like three full rolling sessions, and that was it, where I actually thought, right, either it's going to tear in the session and I'm out, or I'm just going to train, because there's no point in like training. The way what I was doing, I was just like not even rolling, I was just like flow rolling, and I thought, this isn't getting me fit, it's not getting me any better, it's not getting me ready to compete, so I'm just going to have to take the gamble. When it got to 2 weeks out, I just said, right, I'm going to take the gamble. I had like 3 main sessions left. I'm going to try and roll in these 3 sessions, and if it pops, it pops. If it doesn't pop, like, completely, because it was a partial tear, it wasn't a full tear, it's a partial tear, so it could have been wiped right out, or it could have been it could have got through it, and it's got through it kinda. It's still in agony, but
you just rehab that now.
I'll just need to rehab. But I was doing loads of stretching, loads of like walking lunges. Anytime I was PTing people, I was like joining in the stretching at the start, so I was like stretching 3 times a day and stuff like that. Anytime at the weekends I was probably, it was quite good. It was actually helping me with my rehab when I was doing that stuff, because I was just joining in and all of that stuff. But I need to do more of that, I'm bad for that, man. Like, a lot of my sessions I've always just right in, straight to sparring, straight to hitting pads, straight to that. Yeah, and like stretching's massive.
I'm the biggest fan of warming up either, man.
Aye.
It needs to be done, it's beneficial.
As you get older, like, it definitely
fucking certain man.
It does, man. Aye, it gets really bad. Like, I remember people used to say that to me when I first started like competing. There was a guy called Ivor, who's an American football player, Ivor Clark, from my work. He's a really nice dude, but he'd played American football all his days. Shout out Ivor. But this guy, like, when I was coming to the gym, I had no clue about strength and conditioning, so I was like trying to learn strength myself. So I was like, right, try to work out in my head, like, okay, so a dash choke's this movement, you know what I mean, you're crushing it up, so I would be like getting the heaviest fucking weight I could. I'm getting like the fucking 17 and a half suit, and I'm like just doing loads of bicep. That was my strength and conditioning. I was just doing loads of these fucking 17.5 bicep curls, and that's probably how I ended up with like such a fucking good squeeze in the side.
It does.
That's what I was in my head. That was me locking up the dash or just doing them over and over again. Honestly,
the dash in the weight.
Just dashing the weight. That's genuinely what I was doing. Boom, boom.
One of the worst things you could possibly hear when you're rolling me is that.
Just look it up.
Fuck.
So that's this guy anyway. He was like, when I was going into the gym to do all that shit, he was like saying to me like, what the fuck are you doing? You're coming in here and you're just like beasting weight straight away and trying to do stuff that's like not even functional to what the sport that you're doing. So because he understood like functional fitness and what you should be doing, and I had no clue. I was like, nah, I'm just trying to get muscles here, man. But I should have listened to him, because he would always spend like his first 15 minutes of session and his last 15 minutes in the gym like warming up, warming down, like doing stuff with bands, doing like warming up all his limbs and everything, and because he had been through all those injuries and stuff like that, and I wish I'd listened to him, because now my body's like in bits. But yeah, my knees were basically fucked anyway, so that was the long and short of it. I managed to get through it, managed to get some training sessions in. So I got 3 sessions. That was good enough, where I felt like I rolled okay with some good guys, and you know, I thought I'm going to give it a bash anyway, because at the end of the day it's jiu-jitsu. What's the worst that can happen? You get you're not getting your face punched in front of everybody you care about.
Elbowed, man.
That's I always say that to everybody. I was talking to Bobby McVitie at that show. He was watching the grappling, and he's like he was like the baddest guy kicking about when I first started MMA. So I was getting a chat with him, and I was like, I think that being an MMA fighter helps when it comes to jiu-jitsu, because like really the worst that can happen is that you tap out. You know what I mean? You tap out and your pride gets hurt for 5 seconds, but in MMA, you know, you can get your face punched in front of everybody you care about, and you can get really hurt, you know.
Really
but in jiu-jitsu, you know, you can't really. You can just, if you get caught, you can tap. You can, obviously you can, if you're stubborn or you make a mistake or the guy puts it on too quick, but it's unlikely. Like if you're a good grappler, it's unlikely you're going to get damaged too badly. So I had the first match, was a tough match. It was a guy against a guy called Jack Dickinson for TFT. He's one of Andy Fisher's guys. They're a really great team down there. He's actually been up and trained at higher level and stuff before as well, so familiar with a few of the guys, I think like Cal Ellen, or a few good guys out of there. I was talking to their other boy Lewis Monarch. He fights in Cage Warriors, so he was up with the guy cornering, with Jack cornering. So
you sub him?
What's that then?
Yeah, subbing that first one.
Aye, man. It was back and forth, you know. It was like, it wasn't an easy match. It was like 8.5 minutes, and it was.
I see the fitness is a part of that as well. You were saying like you kind of. When I done mine, I never thought it was going to be too hard, just a roll. But for 10 minutes, you're proper going for it, man. Like I was tired by the end of it, because you're trying to grab everything.
I was definitely more tired than he was, I think. But I think I was doing a better job of hiding it. Maybe I don't know.
You need to try and reserve your energy, like same with wrestling. There's times when to use it, and times when to.
Well, that's exactly it. I also knew I hadn't went for anything. You're like, when I go for something, I commit to it
100%.
And I'd purposely held back on committing to anything, because what I'd felt was that when I first went, I walked up like a necktie from a position I shouldn't even have really went from it, but right away went to like a really good defence and managed to pass my guard. I re-guarded, and so in my head right away I was like, no, this guy's defence is on point. So I just thought, I'm going to prod about with some stuff, I'm going to jump for a wee leg attack, but I'm not going to commit to them like super fully. I'm just going to hang back, and I thought, when I commit to something, I'm going to make sure it's full, you know, it's done. And he hung out too long in a turtle position for a second, and I had that, you know, locked up, and I caught the foot and stuff, and I just thought, nah, like I wasn't even sure, because I felt like I'd won the exchanges already. I think I was ahead on, like, if it went to scorecards, but I thought, nah, I want to finish this guy and just make it definite, and whipped it on and got the necktie. And it's sometimes worse with taller guys, because you can kind of fold them up in half. So it was quite a deep one he was in, and yeah, I got the tap for the win for that, and that was good, because it beat like two of my good pals, so I was happy to get the win on that.
Revenge.
I do get like that. I get really pissed off things.
How was your knee feeling in that?
I never had any problems with it, man.
It's weird, day.
I never had any problems. There was a bit when he went for like a leg lock on it, but I just know that as well. Like, even when I tore it, right, I popped it in a round, and your adrenaline carries you through, so you don't feel it anyway. So I knew that as long as I didn't tear it in the first match, and I tore it in the second match, I would have been fine. You know what I mean? Like I knew in my head.
That's your fucking nuts, mate.
But I know that happens. Like the adrenaline carries you through. So as long as, and I've always thought that about fights, like as long as you can actually walk to a fight and get there, you should be alright, because adrenaline's going to carry you through anything that happens, really.
Yeah,
you know, and most of the time anyway. That's how I've always thought anyway. But
because you hear about guys like breaking feet and that, and breaking hands in fights, they're still gone because
loads. Well, Callum broke his arm in was it the fourth round? He got his arm broken. He got through that, you know, in South Africa. That was pretty fucking amazing.
You're saying Big Daddy, man, tearing his bicep but just getting stuck in.
Aye,
that's fucking nuts.
Aye, that's crazy.
Just go for it, because he knew it. Aye, if they just got in the fight, you could just go for it.
Aye.
Just a bit beat him as well.
Well, I think that's how you got to think about it. Like if somebody was to walk, I always just think like if somebody walked up and attacked me in the street, like whether I had a sore knee's not going to stop me fighting again. I sort of listen, mate. Come on, man. Can I defend myself another time because I've got a sore knee? You know, like that's everybody's hurt. And that's what, like, I try. I really always prided myself on not pulling out fights, and that's why it fucking broke my heart when I had to pull out my last MMA fight. That's what really scunnered me, because I had like 20 fights, never pulled out any fights ever, and then I pulled out that last one with Paul McCulloch with an injury. But it was just getting ridiculous. It was like my arm kept going numb and sparring. I tore my knee on the other side. And it was just at the point I went over on my ankle on that side as well, so it was at the point where I had no defence, all on my right side against a southpaw, and I just thought, what's it, it's going to be in a wee cage, I'm literally just going to be cannon fodder, like eating shots that I can't even block. Like my arm, I couldn't even hold it up, and I just thought, this is just getting ridiculous. Like
your aim was on a right bad life for that.
Every single spar or every single roll, it was going numb, so it just got ridiculous. But
what did you do it?
I didn't tap an armbar about 4 years ago. About 4 years ago, I didn't tap an armbar. Escaped it, and it was really dodgy after that. I'd hurt it before that for the same thing, like just doing the Dan Hardy escaped handbars and just being stupid. Being stupid. You know what I mean? No. Like just being too stubborn and being stupid. When I shouldn't. You know, I should have definitely tapped it. Just being stupid in the gym a lot of the time, and then like over the years, it's just got gradually worse. I think a couple more times, like it's been in compromising positions, but yeah, it just goes. It's just gradually got worse and worse and worse, and it goes numb from time to time. Like if I take a knock this way, so it's weird. Danny Henry said he got the exact same thing. If anything like knocks it this way, moving into it, he got his operated on luckily, like through the UFC, I'm sure. So if it goes in that way and it takes like a jar, even when I'm holding pads, sometimes like if I'm not prepared to brace myself for it, if like I'm just holding and I'm relaxed and it goes boom and I kick it here, it'll just like sends like a signal to my all the way from here up to my shoulder, and the whole thing just goes completely numb. So it's like loads of times when I was rolling with like one arm like just dead, trying to roll and get through it like with one arm.
Strange, isn't it?
It's weird that it hurts that way when you've hyperextended it.
Aye, exactly, because you would think, because that's what's done the damage, but like even there, like that's agony.
It's the way the body's set up, eccentric, concentric, one muscle's going one way to put the other one. It's the body's a clever thing, unless you're fucked everything in your body, man.
Human anatomy in general is fucking mind blowing.
What's that?
Human anatomy.
Yeah, man.
Body and
this stem cell stuff's fascinating to me. Like that, I keep hearing people talking about it on podcasts.
Injected in that.
It's what it's like. Baby fetus or something gets injected or some shit, and then it like heals you. It just basically heals whatever they shoot this stuff into you. It heals you, and then like everything regenerates. Like
I learned about that in school, but I can't rememb much about it, man. But
it's not available like here yet. But you can go to Germany.
You can fly different places. You can get
Mexico, Germany,
South America.
I still think it's like 10 grand or something. It's quite expensive.
Fucking hell.
I just hope to fuck it one day. It's like NHS available. I'm holding out on it. You know what I mean? I should have been for an operation before, but like, what's the point? Like, if I was to go and ask for an operation in the NHS, it probably takes like 5 years anyway before I'd get I'd actually get the operation. Like, there's waiting lists and all that shit.
Yeah, it takes a while.
And I just feel like they'll probably say, "Well, it was your fault." I think
that's the general outlook they've got anyway. When you go to them and you tell them you're a fighter and you're kind of falling apart, it's like, well, it's kind of
it's
on you. I tell them lies. Big Coonley was telling them that he couldn't work and all that. Like, he was making an excuse. He was trying to try and sell it to them.
Yeah.
And they'll skip the queue a bit.
I think I'll need to try that. I'll try and put the waterworks on or something like that. That was my first match anyway. Never played up in the match. Never really felt anything. There's a couple of times he grabbed my foot where I just like gave position away when I would usually fight the position, but just because there was a wee bit torque on the knee, I just let him pass and then regarded for there and stuff. You know, there was a couple of situations where I just didn't resist because I thought if I resist it could go here. So it was definitely in my head, but and my fitness played a part. I was nowhere near as fit as I'd like to have been, but I was happy I managed to put him away anyway. But then I got another guy, Jack Brown, in the final. He won his match in like 10 seconds as well, so it's like, oh fuck, he'll not be tired. He won his match like footlock, toe hold, like 10 to 20 seconds or something straight away, just boom right into it and finished his guy. He got the dude for 10th planet.
Did you watch that?
Their match, nah, I never even watched it, man.
But it was there quick, man.
I never even had a chance to. It was there that quick. I was like, I would have probably hung about and watched it, but I just said, oh, that's it over. Right, okay then. Take it, this guy's pretty good at this then. So then I knew I had him in the final, but I'd rolled with him already. Couple of months before, I went to Marcos's gym to roll, and I'd got a chance to roll with him and a few other guys in the gym. So, you know, I did have a bit of an idea of what he was good at, and I knew he was good at leg locks. Obviously, he'd won both his matches in SCI in under 30 seconds by leg locks, so he was like good purple belt. So I just felt like I'm just going to, even though I like leg locks, I just thought like, why bother with that? Like, I've got other parts of my game I can show, and I just thought I'm going to just concentrate on trying to figure my way to passing his guard. I'll defend his leg lock, shut his stuff down, and then, you know, I told everybody before it, like, I was just going to put pressure on him and just tire him out and just. It was on the back of, I've spoken about this before, but it was on the back of that conversation I had with Alex Enlin years ago, and it was I had 2 rolls with him. In the second roll he dominated me in mount positionally, and you know, he spoke to me about it after, and he's like, no, like, that's true dominance is when you can, you know, keep somebody somewhere and they kind of get out of it. And it's like, the way he sold it to me anyway, I was like, that's fucking made it sound cool. And I never used to think find mount that cool, and I'd just get bored in mount, so I'd dive off onto stuff. I'd be like, oh wow, diving on this submission, that submission. But you know what's actually really cool is when you put somebody in mount, and it's even cooler when there's punches and you trap their arm and just fucking smother the life out of them. And if it's MMA, you're punching them and they're fighting frantically to try and get away, and then shut you down again, and they're fighting with all their energy, and you're using 0 energy. You're using like 0.5 energy, and they're using everything. You're trying to get out, and you just see them, it's like they're drowning, do you know what I mean? They're trying to get away, and you're just shut down the hand. Nah, sorry, not the day. Nah. And just sinking, switching between your different mount types, like your hips and your skydive position, and coming up tall and stuff like that. And then now you can, as well with the sub only, you can do the wee smother as well. You just hold their nostrils so they can't breathe and shit, and put your hand out their mouth.
He did say last week that shit was going to get rapey, man.
I never actually even got a chance to do it, but I've been doing that to everybody now, where you just get the mouth. You smother them, you know.
He was trying it to me like rolling, man.
Try to peel it off and you can slide under.
That's it, aye.
Straight off the bat.
It's brilliant. I've been doing it for everywhere. I've been doing it for like mount. I've been doing it for crucifix. You know, crucifix as well. Just finding different ways to smother people.
Jaggy was using his fighting on top.
Did he do it? Isn't that as well? Aye.
Back, though,
oh right.
Him up and scudding him.
Oh fuck! Aye. Fuck. Aye. So that was that. Anyway, I just went mount on him and kind of just held position pretty much. But I enjoyed it, you know, because once I was struggling to pass deal with his knee shield position. I was threatening a bit with the leg locks, but once I got a hold of like the guillotine position, I was putting enough danger in for his legs to loosen up so I could pass his guard, and I was passing his guard going to mount. And then I think for the first 5 minutes it was pretty 50-50. We both had a few tacks on each other, and the last 5 minutes was me just mounting basically. I think he got out once and then I got back in, and that
settled in again.
That was pretty much how the match went. And I just thought, you know, I'm not going to rush for submission here. I'm quite comfy, I'm chilling, he's using energy. If he makes a mistake and he gives me a submission, I'll take it. But if he doesn't want to give me a submission, I'm quite happy here in mount, where, you know, I'm clearly dominating the grappling. That
was 2 good performances, man.
I was happy, and I really like the guy, man, as well. You know, I like the guy Jack. I spoke to him a few times and stuff, and I think he's still a young guy, and he'll probably do like amazing in the future and stuff. So
it was a stacked 4, man. Everybody was in it. It was a good level, man. Really good level.
Aye, man. Dangerous young guys.
Yeah. Hopefully another SGI. I want to try and go on that, man.
They're fairly regularly, eh?
I think I've done an SGI 5 very.
Well, the team one's happening, man. We just put our name in for that. So
that quintet stuff.
The quintet, higher levels putting a team in for it.
Really?
Me, Stevie Ray, Kieran Malone, Kieran Reid, and Callum. So
nice, son.
That's our five. I think it's a 400 kilo limit.
Kieran for the bigger guy.
Aye, man, that'll be a really tough team to beat. But everybody's in it. Like the Grip House is in it, Aberdeen Combat Centre's in it, Marcos Nardini's team's in it.
Whereabouts is that?
That'll be again Maryhill,
I'll
Glasgow.
go watch that. That'll be good.
Aye, that's over like a series. They're going to do it over like the next 2 events. So
it's good, eh?
Aye, that'll be amazing. Like Higher Level's got an amazing team, but so is every single other team that's putting their grappling team out. Like it's going to be cool because like Aberdeen Combat Centre, they've got like big speedos and all that. They've got Saul. They've got like he was competing last night. I'm taking a mind blank here. Yeah, they've got loads of great grapplers up in Aberdeen as well. But then you've got the SBG guys up north as well. So Kevin McAloon, like I don't know if Shay would represent them or if he would be representing the Grip now. Because he's moved in there. He's living in Glasgow for so maybe he would, I don't know. But they've got Martin Donaldson. They've got like he doesn't compete as much. They've got Aidan Stevens. So they've got like some monster grapplers up there as well. The dude that was competing last night, Andy 2, his name is. Aye man, he had a great match with
Ashley 2.
Ashley 2. Ashley 2. Actually, let's get the SGI card up if we've got that there, and we'll kind of go through it and talk a bit about it. But
he's got a really good card, man. James McIntyre fucking smashing that shit.
Who is it that actually runs that show?
It's James McIntyre and Gary Christie. They're on the show. James is a great guy, man. He's really
quite a good big promotion they're doing, like.
Yeah, he is.
You want to apply for all these grappling open, but the opens you need to pay.
That's right, man. So that's why SGI is good, because it's like guys that have got a bit of name and you can go in. But I found that the grappling helped me so much, like doing the grappling tournament positionally and stuff like that, just understanding the importance of the position. But it's a lot of money. Like when I put the medals up the other day, I was thinking, fuck, that's like a lot of money. That's about $1,000 worth of medals, like for entering tournaments. I could be doing with that money back right now. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it was good having the medals, but I was thinking if that was £1,000 cash, because it's dear. It's like 55 a tournament, and that's like a cheap tournament. That's one of the local ones. But then like Nagan, that's 100 and 110, 120 sometimes.
Must make a lot of money, eh?
Crazy money, you know what I mean? But in MMA you can go out and submit people like week in, week out, and you're getting paid for it.
It's
better. Like, so I was always going against it, but just I guess like if you don't have the time, like I don't train a lot for grappling. You know, I do a few days a week. I don't train the way I did for fighting because I just don't have the time anymore. If I had the time to train as much as I would, I'd just fight. Fighting's more fun anyway. But like,
it's just something you're doing for fun, but doing really well.
I just happen to be doing well at it. I'm doing well at it, but I'm not training very hard. I don't deserve to be doing well.
That's what I was going to say. It's quite mental. You're just training like 3 times.
Yeah, I definitely.
Smoking cunts.
I definitely don't deserve to. I mean, that last one there, like I trained like 3 days for it, and most
beat 2 good guys.
And most of my other grappling ones, like I've not been training very much for them, so I've been doing pretty good with it.
Imagine if you were proper training like that.
I know, it sometimes pisses me off, and I think to myself, fucking hell, man, like that. Like even when people are like, oh, you're doing good and things like that, I can't help but get down on myself about it. Because I was thinking that yesterday, because I know like I don't train anywhere near as hard as I would like to train. You know what I mean? But I've got a lot of commitments and a lot of stuff on. But I think back and I just think I should have fucking quit my job in 2011 when I like knew that I loved MMA and I started getting pretty good at it. You know what I mean? Like I just wish I'd went full time and quit my job, because it would have just been the total change. I
think you need to chase your dreams, man. Whatever makes you happy, you just need to go for
100%.
it.
Definitely.
Don't worry about money or anything else. Or people are always going to try and crush your dreams regardless, man.
And you make the money one day anyway. It doesn't matter. Like,
if you really love it and you just follow it, the money will come. But at that time, it's not even about money. You just want to be happy.
You just love life.
Money.
I can't remember what it is. They say it was somebody said, if you've got a plan B, then plan A will never work.
I've always said that. People are
plan B, distraction, plan A.
Why would you ever want a backup plan?
Exactly.
As you ready, if you need one solid fucking route and you
fucking go for it.
Yeah, I actually agree with that, man, because I tried always having a plan B option. I always worked full time throughout my whole career fighting, and eventually it caught you up. Like I never ever once fought anybody where I thought I can't beat them on my day. It was always marginal, you know. And the difference could have been me working full time or not working full time.
You're basically doing two things part time. You know what I mean? That's what you're picking to do.
Aye. Because I found that, like, if I'd maybe, cause I was missing certain things, you know, I'd be missing like strength and conditioning, I'd be missing other parts of my game that I could have been doing during the day if I wasn't working. You know, but you know, it's one of the things. It's like you have your chance to do it, and you do. Hindsight's a great thing, you know. And then I sometimes think would it even have been worth it? Maybe it wouldn't have been. But it is a bit of letdown sometimes because I feel like I'm not training very hard, and I'm probably not like reaching my potential or anything like that. But I'm just busy, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm still having fun. I'm still having fun doing these tournaments and stuff like that.
I was going to say, you must be mentally prepared then, like on the ball.
Aye.
In order to go and beat these good guys.
Well, it's a bit like what I was talking to you about with game planning and stuff. Like, I've usually got an idea of what's going to work on them or what's not going to work.
And believing that you can beat them, like.
I always believe I can beat everybody because I've always trained to finish people. You know, like, and I always like know that I can finish people. You know, I finish people all the time. You know, all through my career in the gym. I'll get a lot of finishes all the time, you know, so I know that in my head that
that's what you want, mate.
If I go with somebody for 10 minutes, you know, the very rare chance I'm not going to get finished in that 10 minutes.
That's what you want to watch. People want to tune in and watch people like finish other people. It's not just people, like guys like getting decisions and that. Like,
you didn't get paid for overtime, man.
Just show them they're so much better.
Aye, exactly. it's just like, well, if you can't at least show a dominant performance, then what's the point in doing it, really? You're like, especially if you're training really hard, you know what I mean? If you're training really, really hard, you should be at least able to go and put. Well, that's what I expected of myself anyway. Like, people have different expectations for themselves, but for me, if I couldn't do it in style, I just didn't think there's any much point in really doing it. If it ever gets to the point where it's like, oh, this is grueling affairs and all that, then it becomes a wee bit less fun, and I just think to myself, well, I'm just the same as everybody else, you know. There's some pretty cool matches. I'll go over them here. Don't know if you've all heard of most of these guys, but I'll be able to talk you through kind of who they were. So my first match was obviously Jack Dickinson. I spoke about that. Jack Brown won by toe hold very quickly. He was fighting Chris McGee for 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. So I say fighting, rolling with, you know. It's not fighting. That's a personal. I don't like when people say that when fighting. It's not fighting. It's like I give the guy a cuddle on that before I roll with him. I'll give him a handshake and a big cuddle. It's like, I think it's just like,
having fun.
It's just like a roll on the mat. I honestly don't feel anything when I'm doing it. It's just like, right, okay, let's have a bit of fun. Like, it's nothing personal at all.
Necktie. That's nothing personal. Just got a necktie.
Cool. My man Dylan was next. Dylan was the guy I went against at the last SGI. If you remember, he was the American guy.
Yeah.
And he's been through training with us like nearly every Sunday since.
Good dude, man.
And he had said to me he had not won in 2 years, so he hadn't had a victory in 2 years. I think since he's a brown belt, and he got his first finish yesterday, man. He won by heel hook, so he's been training hard. He's been training with the guys. I'm going to butcher this name. Ben Fletcher, I think it's called CVA. Hopefully, is the name of the club in Edinburgh that he trains at. But he's been training with him, and he's also been popping through to mine on a Sunday and training with us. But he's a really good guy and really nice fella, man. He's been working hard, and it was cool to see him get a win. It was like a minute to go or something like that. So that was a 10-minute match, and he managed to get the heel hook in like it was inside the last minute. I'm sure,
the last minute,
like last 30 seconds or something like that. So he was over the moon at that. It's always good to see somebody that's like worked really hard for something and get the win. So
got the W for it, man. He looked good doing it as well.
It was a back and forth affair. Reese trains with us from time to time. Also trains at Breitbart MMA. Won by Estima Lock. He's really good at that. Reese is a solid grappler, man. He's been improving pretty constantly lately as well.
Can't he sleep in the legs with Reese, like.
Erin Wilson from Marcus Nardini, BJJ, she got a win by armbar.
A flying armbar, I think it was.
Was it a flying armbar?
I think so. She's tough, man. She always puts so.
And that's a solid team, that, isn't it?
It's solid, man, for sure.
I grappled one of their guys, man.
That's right. That's where I first seen
his technique was
David Sharp. It was
on point, like I think he was on that last night as well.
He won last night. I think he subbed the guy quite quick.
Oh, again, nice.
Marcos puts out a number of good boys, Ken. But then look at Marcus. Marcus is a legit coach as well.
Definitely, man. He's
always putting on the line. He grapples.
Still competing at the top level, man. Still competing with really good guys out there.
I think that's key to being a coach. You need to still be learning.
Aye,
open-minded,
man. I was I was really impressed with how cool a guy he was. I'd heard loads about him over the years, and everybody spoke about he was like really good. And when I met him, I was just like taken back by how nice and friendly a guy he was. And I went to train with him at his gym, and I got some rolls in with him and stuff. And really, like, sometimes you feel like somebody's just not got time to talk to you or anything like that. It was the total opposite. He took like probably way more time than he should have. We were speaking about jiu-jitsu for about 45 minutes after the class. Like, I was just picking his mind on some stuff, and like, usually when you pick somebody's mind on jiu-jitsu, you feel like you're pestering them, but he was like, no, and then next thing you know, we were meant to leave like 45 minutes ago. Next thing you know, we've got our shoes off again. We're doing all right. Show me what you mean. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm asking him, and it was quality. It's like going over different positions and stuff. But he was a really welcoming guy, and it was nice to be through his gym and kind of get some training with him, because obviously you want to get guys at the same weight as you that are kind of elite level guys, and to try and help yourself improve, and to try and get yourself in a position where you can compete at the levels. Because ultimately, like for me with grappling, I would love to compete on one of the bigger shows at some point, and try and see what I can do against some of these other guys. But obviously, if I was doing that, I would need to actually train for it. Like, I would need to train properly for it, which I've not been doing. But if I could maybe treat it like I treated MMA fights, which was like training every day, doing my strength and conditioning, my cardio, doing all of that, I think I could do pretty well at it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Go EBI, man. Go every fucking
Cali. I think that's done. I think EBI's done, man.
Aye,
they've got combat jiu-jitsu now.
That's with the strikes and that.
Aye, the slaps. Let's go back to that.
Just go with jits, mate. No point slapping motherfuckers.
Sorry, no EBI, SGI. Sorry, right. We've got. Yeah, just what we're on.
Yes.
Okay, right, that's cool. So, yeah, we had a few other matches. Let's see what else we've got. Just
stuff up there as well.
Just stay down there now.
Aye. Yep.
Okay, doke. So we've got David Sharp was competing. He's won by knee bar against Adam Ryan. The Marcos Nardini guys were on point with their leg stuff yesterday, man. That's what I noticed as well. Their leg attacks were like
quick submission.
Yeah,
could they sub me, mate?
Love it. No, that's why I actually started paying attention to that guy, man, after his match you, because I was like, holy fuck, man, he looked really good, man.
Control was on point, like.
Aye, he was good, man. You were just like, you were properly persistent about not getting caught for him. You're like, nah, you're pretty fucking good, but your cardio started to shine through too, as like the match went on as well. That was a really cool match, though, man.
I think Davy's just not long back to Ireland as well. He took a quintet team there, didn't he?
Was he on that? Was he?
I think it was him that had organised it, man.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. But they've got a good bunch of guys, quite a good pool of guys. Because he's got more than one gym. I'm sure he's got like Kilmarnock and then Glasgow, and he coaches at other gyms and stuff as well. I think he coaches at the Hit Squad as well.
Aye, Marcus Nardini,
aye. I don't know if he still does, or if he does, like what the deal is there. But
he grades the guys at Hit Squad.
Aye. Give them their belts.
That's like Brian's coach.
Ah, right, I see. Aye, because he's been with him for quite a few years, I think, as well. But yeah, so that was pretty cool, man. Seeing those guys when they were competing. One of the guys that changed was Kenny. He done pretty well.
Baseball bat choke, man.
Yeah, that's right. He got a nice baseball bat choke. Kenny's a strong dude, and
what even is a baseball bat choke? Just like one of the kind of mad guys.
Aye, but with the gi, it was because they do gi matches as well, and that. So he's like, it's basically the guy's passing, and you set it up, and as the guy passes, you think you're in a dominant position,
but you get choked.
You get choked on fucking conscious. I got choked unconscious with
fucking gi fries. Fries my head about, man. The gi chokes especially.
I hate them, man.
You just get caught up, and it's fucking that fabric as well. It's not just arms. You're probably getting strangled. You know? No.
This guy fucking tricked me. It was like, I think it was my first belt, my first comp at purple belt, and I got all the way to the final, and then I took the guy down past his guard, so I'm like whatever 6 points up or some shit. I'm in mount, so I've passed guard, took him down, went to mount. I'm fucking, the points are just racking up, right? But the guys took a wee collar grip on the way. And I'm like, alright, like, I'm not bothered. You're not gonna tap me, I'm in fucking mount, do you know what I mean? Like, I could tee off on you here, do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, like, there's no way that I'm gonna get caught. And then
you woke up?
And then I woke up. That's what happened. I woke up and I was just like, Like I seen the video bag, I'd collapsed in a heap on him. Like the guy just put me out cold. It was like a suicide choke. So it's a version of the baseball bat one.
Play to him, like.
Put me out cold, man. I woke up and I'm glad I've choked a lot of people out myself, because as soon as I woke up I realised I was like, don't do anything stupid, and just like looked about and everybody's watching. Like
it's a weird day.
It's a bit embarrassing, like, but that's the only time I've ever went out. But I just felt like fucking.
You're proper confused for the first few settings, eh?
I knew just no to ask something stupid. I just went, I see what's happening.
I know Wednesday. I know it's
we nod.
We nod. Right then, I looked up. Looked at the guy. You know, I was pretty pissed off. Like, but
sitting here, I'm going to get you in the car park. You can't.
This isn't even a lie, but I swear to God, I dreamt that I won the whole tournament. Like, see, when I was out cold, I felt like I had a proper vivid dream. That was like,
you wake up, you've been choked
on the podium,
victorious.
Like, in my dreams, I woke up for the dream where I'm on the podium and just went,
oh fuck!
Hello, darkness, my friend.
That's why that experience kicked in, because you could have came to and went, yeah, bastard.
It was Giles. Giles that was reffing as well. So Giles has been my pal for years, man. I used to train with him like through at Scott McVeigh's years ago. Have you ever met Giles or that before? No,
not sure.
He's a very passionate referee. He's like very passionate. He's always like rah, shouting everything, very animated and stuff. But like really nice guy. But when I woke up, and he cares about people, he's a really caring person as well. So when I've woke up, I've just seen the look on his face, like pure concern, like really worried. And it fucking made me want to cry. I was like, fucking hell, do you know what I mean? Like, he looked like he'd been crying. I was like, oh fuck, sorry Giles, man. And I've let you down. Holy shit, man. There should be a couple more in this SGI card if you bring it up that are just worth talking about.
Yeah, a few there.
Okie doke, so there's actually loads of amazing matches in this here. I'm probably missing a few, so sorry about this. But Lorenzo Parenti, I think he got heel hooked quite bad for
by the baby Lorenzo.
Aye man, he's been training at that place.
CVA. That's all he's doing, just proper jiu-jitsu and all that. He used to do MMA and that, he was doing as well.
Aye, maybe just take a back seat for it and then maybe go back to fighting or whatever. But he was competing against a guy for 10th Planet again, eventually ended up getting leg locked. There's a lot of angry guys at that fucking jiu-jitsu comp yesterday. Too many angry people. I don't know why everybody's so angry at the jiu-jitsu comp. It's like he's a rolling. Chill out a wee bit, man.
Relax.
So angry, man.
I just kept coming back and forth with raps stuff in my face every 2 minutes.
See, some guys like that when they fight as well, they need to be raging, they need to be hating their opponent. See, for me, mate,
but for jiu-jitsu, I get it for fighting. Like I can get it.
I need to do that for MMA. I've got to have a wee bit of personal.
I just love
it. You know what I mean? You're fucking nuts.
Stevie's like that. Stevie doesn't get angry. Stevie just has fun and he's an athlete competing. I fight better angry. If I don't like the person or something like that. I always like feel a lot better angry. But I just don't get it for jiu-jitsu though. It doesn't really make sense to me for jiu-jitsu because you're not really hurting the person. Exactly. But it's just a bit of fun. But I don't know, maybe it probably just means a lot to the people when they're like getting themselves hyped up, or I don't know how everybody's mind works different, I suppose. But there's too many angry people anyway. Like, still, you need to show respect. You know what I mean? In jiu-jitsu, it should be more mellow and like caring about your partner and things like that. At the end of it, like pick them up and fucking well done. Like everybody I've ever competed against in jiu-jitsu, I'll usually like talk to them after it and be like, oh, this is what I was trying for, and kind of help them on their journey, and then like they pick up some shit from it, and like then everybody learns. And because for me, like the guys that have beat me have been big learning experiences for me in jiu-jitsu. I've like when I've lost a certain way, it's helped me win other tournaments with the moves that I've lost to. So let's stay on this jiu-jitsu now. We've got David Lowe from Oban BJJ. He went against Big Jamie McDonald. Big Jamie McDonald, big hard motherfucker for Inverness. He's a nice big guy, man. He's a big dangerous dude, like big tough guy. I could see him going really far, but
I think I missed it.
I would have thought so.
Did you ref his fight when he fought Liam Skinner?
He
broke his arm, man. Oh my god.
I think both his fights were quite brutal, man.
That was fucking morbid, like.
He wasn't giving a fuck as well.
Yeah, so snapped his arm.
It was pretty brutal. Guy.
Fuck that.
I mean, I've done that before as well. I feel like you kind of have to be willing to snap somebody's arm.
You need to have that killer instinct. It has to be done, you just need to do it.
That's why you do it, though. They're going to do it to you.
100%.
I've honestly like never even thought that wasn't right. Like, I've just thought that was the right thing to do. Aye, like, just if you're in a fight, it's like, it's their job to tap, it's your job to try and break it.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel like if you even think it's to hurt their arm, like if you even think a submission's to hurt their arm, it's not to hurt their arm, it's to break their arm.
Right.
Like, and you're aiming to break their arm, and if you don't aim to break their arm, like, it's their job to tap before you do that. There's a timer ticking, and that 3 seconds they've got till it breaks. If that, they've got to tap before then. If they don't, it's their own. Like, that's how I've always thought about it anyway. But I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know how jiu-jitsu community feel about that.
It's different from a choke as well. A choke, you're going to wake up and you're fine, you know, you get up, but your arm snapped, or
well, even heel hooks, man. Like, heel hooks are a second and everything's tore. You're not walking for the next 3-6 months.
Premise, like when you're choking somebody, you're trying to choke
them. No, 100%.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get a tap, you want to fucking...
You would put them to sleep.
Right,
it's the same as, like, you lock up any submission, you're looking at to take it to the extreme, man, whether it be break, choke, cold, whatever, man.
Yeah, because like, even the way I'll train an armbar, I'll like explode my hips into it. I'll not like gently gently raise my hips, you know. I'm going to explode my hips as if I'm doing like a kettlebell swing, you know. Like trying to,
especially in fights, man.
Oh, definitely, man. Maybe not in the gym, but you want to do that in
fights. You need to be going for it, man.
You want that person to have a wee moment of terror, like, fuck, my arm's about to break, you know?
Tap.
Like the way that Vitor flung it on John Jones, you know.
Where
it's like, well, fuck, you know, like you get that wee fright for a second.
So we had that wee look in your face, the wee smile. I'm going to fucking take that home with me.
It's saying Jamie won by decision. I actually thought he won by submission, but I could be wrong. There's a few other ones there. Who else have we got? If we go up. Jack Von Williamson. He went against one of the dudes, Powell from Oban BJJ. Jack got the win by armbar. That was a pretty amazing match as well. Jack's one of the Grip House guys.
That was that step over armbar.
He's always a fun guy to watch roll, man. His last few rolls on like SGI and stuff have been pretty amazing since he's moved to the Grip House. I think he moved to Grip House when he just got his purple belt, and he's just rock. I think he'd maybe got his purple belt a bit early for like the Gracie Barra guys under Ricky Gillen, and then but then when he went to the Grip House, his levels just shot up, man. Like he's because I competed him quite early against him a few times quite early when he first went to the Grip. I've only rolled with him like once in the last maybe year or so, and he was like much better than when I competed against him a few years ago. And I was like dangerous. Like he nearly caught me with like a flying armbar guard pass and stuff like that. He's got some really cool attacks. And he just loves it. Do you know what I mean? He just loves jiu-jitsu, and he's writing about it, and
he's always there. He's always competing at the comps, the local comps.
He's always competing. He does really well. So that was cool to see him competing as well yesterday.
Grip House got quite a good squad then. Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, they've got a really good jiu-jitsu team.
One of the matches I enjoyed last night was Cammy Nicol.
Cammy Nichol's match was
fucking brilliant.
That was a match of the night for me, man. Yeah, that was because I butchered the name earlier, but it's Ashley too for SBG Mori. He'd cut a wee bit weight, and he went against Cammy at 85. And she's no Cammy Nicol at all, no.
I know the name.
And Thursday morning.
He's a wrestler boy. He loves the Thursday sessions. Strong and really good wrestling. So he's only recently got his purple belt, but he's like right at the top of the purple belts for his weight. He's right up there. I think his last match with Kevin McElroy, he won one and Kev won two or something like that. They were, they're neck and neck all the time. But he's really good in his match against Ashley too for SBG Mori. They were back and forth. Like he got caught in a triangle quite early on. He done really good job defending it. Managed to pass, and then it was like back and forth attacks on each other. And they eventually won with the same armbar that Matt Hughes got GSP with.
Spinning rounds.
That's right, man. The Kimura counter.
Yeah.
So it was minted, man. I just really like him because I didn't realise how little time he's been training. He's been training for like a really short period of time, and he's fucking really good level.
Leaps, man. Because he looked really good last night.
He's like Kieran Malone showed him a lot of his stuff, so Kieran Malone trained him a lot of his wrestling and whatnot, and he's just solid. He's obviously just took everything. I think T worked with him quite a bit. Terence has got some amazing wrestling as well. They've both got quite different styles to wrestling, so it was pretty cool. Seeing that and just seeing him in play yesterday, he done brilliant. I think that was the match of the night for me. Gordon Price won by dash choke as well. He had beaten Nath, I think. I don't know Nathaniel Montgomery, so he's a really good grappler as well. He trains with Cammy pretty much constantly. I never got to see that match, man. I was quite disappointed. I'm looking forward to the videos coming out for this, because a few of the matches I never got to see because I was just chilling backstage. I was getting a bit of peace and quiet.
It was a good match between the two of them, back and
Did
forth.
you see it?
Yeah, I managed to see it. That was just before I came in to see you.
Yeah.
It was back and forth. Two big strong dudes as well, man.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
When was the submission?
I think about halfway in it.
Halfway point.
About halfway point to call it, but before that, it was like they were both going for it,
Yeah.
And Gordon. When's the last time Gordon competed? I've not seen Gordon compete in a while, man.
He used to fight MMA and stuff, man. Aye.
But I've not actually seen him do jits like in the circuit for a while, man.
I don't know, man. I'm sure he's been on one of the previous SGIs. Yeah.
But that was a really good match. That was a really good match between the two of them.
Mark Ewen got a win with submission. He was against John Humphreys. John Humphreys, I done that necktie stuff at his gym recently. The seminar on that. He's a really nice guy, and both, old school guys, both fought MMA and stuff years ago, so it was cool to see. I never got to see it, so I'm looking forward to the video happening with that again. I was backstage, but it was
it was good. They were both brown belts,
Aye, that's right.
Mark again, man. Mark's another man who's always putting himself for it.
That's what I mean, he loves
all
it
the time, man.
Great guy,
just
man.
a tough motherfucker, eh?
Yeah.
Got a wee chat with him at it last night, man.
Oh, we missed Lewis Penny versus Thomas Nelson as well.
Thomas
Ellenson.
does.
You don't grapple against that boy.
Lewis, aye, man. There was as I say, he took
jumping
that,
at you in that.
Aye, man. the story behind that is, see, literally there was 15 minutes left. I'd more or less kind of won dominated.
15 seconds
15
left.
15 minutes for the full
amazing.
match.
Aye.
Polaris
The sore
minutes.
arse if he was doing that for 15 minutes.
So there was like 15 seconds left, and I caught him with one, didn't I?
Yeah.
I caught him with a no-armed scissor sweep, and I think he just thought, fuck it, I'm going to try and get back in that, and then that's what he spent his last 15 seconds. Behind him shouting outside, just fucking take him down and hold him.
I was getting crab it, man. I know you were tired, but I was getting crab it. I get so frustrated watching jiu-jitsu, man. Honestly, like I can't watch it a lot of the time. It's brutal to me. It's brutal. See, when I just sit, I'm not talking about your match there, but like in general, yesterday I was sitting and there was people just doing stuff, and I was like, why is he doing that? Why are they doing that? I get
just getting to you,
I
man.
get furious, man, watching it. Honestly,
They're starting to bubble air, man.
Aye, I just can't. Like a lot, I get super excited. See when I watch like a match like that Cammy's match and stuff like that. Like I'm like, well, that's amazing. Do you know what I mean? I'm buzzing. I'm loving it. But see when I watch like matches where people are just doing everything wrong, I'm like furious. I'm just I get fucking so annoyed that I have to fucking look away in that.
Well, it didn't go that far for Thomas and Lewis last night. I was about 5 minutes in for Thomas come. Lewis, a super nice dude though, super nice wee guy, eh? Jumped on the scales when we were talking to him backstage, and he only walks about like 57 kilo, man.
Jesus Christ,
that's fucking wild, eh? That is wild. You know what I mean? He's taller than me.
Aye, man, that kid will do really well. He's only a young guy, and he's trying to put himself in against purple belts and stuff. I don't think he's been grappling that long. He's just game as anything.
Right
exciting,
mindset,
trying for it.
Just just wanting it. Eh?
Want to compete with guys out there, which is really cool, man. It's nice and he's a really nice boy. I was talking to him for a fair bit before it. And I think he was doing right for the start. He's like, just excited to be in the show and stuff like that.
He's going to try and get down to train with us at some point on a Sunday as well, which is always cool.
It's good when you meet like generally at these SGI things, and that's all usually quite cool people. Most of the people, a bunch of nice people in like one room. It's loads of good folk, except for the angry people, but most people are quite cool. There was a weird thing that happened with Darren Clark and Arek. I don't know exactly what happened. I think Martin was the ref.
What was the disqualification for?
Disqualification, apparently. Right, so did you watch it?
I watched it.
You're better describing this because I was backstage. I just heard of it.
With it, well, I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. I think Dan was all air him, eh?
Was he?
The way it looked for me, he was all at the top of him, and then is it like stupid things? It would be like reset, and then Arik was moaning about resets because he was in a good position, and he was taking ages to sort his belt and chatting back to the ref, eh? And I think he must have chatted back to
Martin. Was the ref? Martin
must have chatted back to Martin. I did 3 or 4 times, fucking about, and then Martin's just been like, okay, what, fuck you.
Just DQ'd him.
No, you've got to have a bit of respect, though, man. You've got to have a bit of respect, and see, be massively fair at man. He should expect better because that's the first black belt match in the fucking.
That's right.
SGI,
that's
man.
the first black belt only match.
And it was a shame it had to finish via DQ. You know what I'm saying? Fucking mental. It's mental, but it was. I mean, it was good. Dan looked really good. Looked comfy in the gi. Saying that Arik wasn't for geeing up though.
Yeah.
He was rough and he was trying to rough Darren up and that, man. But it was cool to see. And then after that, I came in to get you after that, man.
I seen
there you go.
I seen was it Dav Bain as well, was against Liam Granger, won by heel hook.
Yeah, missed that because I was just coming in the gate. I think it was quite tight for what I did, because I mind when we came out, Liam was on the side.
Well, he's had a few good wins now at David Bain, so
checkmate him.
Aye, trains with Majid.
Is it out of Majid Jim?
Trains with Majid, aye. So,
he's got a couple of names under his belt.
He's had a few good wins against good guys, man. Big strong dude, it looks like.
What was that at? 95?
95 kilo, aye. So big boys for sure.
And then
Dino Begg versus Shawnee Stewart.
Cool roll.
Aye, that went right down to the wire at the last minute. I think Sean Stewart caught Dean in a knee bar.
Was it knee bar? It was the leg, yeah. It was fucking.
He was on the leg, but Dean's tough as fuck. He did defend it.
He's fighting.
That's right. He's fighting Thomas Hepburn.
That's
a cool fight, man.
That's cool.
MMA.
Aye, combat, man.
Aye, they're fighting. They're the main event at a combat, man.
I've not seen Thomas fight in a while, like. So.
Aye. Who you's got for that?
That's a hard one to pick. Yeah, it's a really hard one to pick.
I don't know much about Dino. I just know Thomas could sit in that one.
I'm quite friendly with the two of them, man. But if I had to pick one out of the two for the fight, I'd probably say Dino. I think his striking's maybe a lot.
Dino actually fought in the same show we last did, like our MMA fights.
Evolution of Combat.
Had a K1 fight early on.
How was it?
Oh, it was brilliant, man. It was just like he actually battered this wee lad.
Did he? Aye.
The wee lad, he was so tough, man, and just started swinging back.
A great fight.
The crowd loved it. It was cool. Like.
I think that'll be a really good fight. I think that'll go the 3 rounds between Dino and Thomas.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close fight.
Thomas is quite slick, man.
Thomas is really slick. I mean, some of his amateur fights as well. I mean, he got that submission of the fucking year. Did they know with that reversed omoplata or whatever?
Thomas is big as well. He's a long guy.
Choked out Nathan Jessamine, mind.
Yeah, rapid. Right in the back, trapped the arm, and both done.
Man, see, when I grappled against him, I was like, I just expected to be like substantially stronger than him. Even though it was the same weight, I just expected to be like a lot stronger. And he was quite strong. Yeah, he's kind of freakishly strong. For
long, wiry
for being thin, I was like, and because I kind of I didn't really start trying until he actually got a trip, and the ref stood it up. And I would have been happy for it to be in the ground like the way that it was, but because he did earn the takedown. But the ref stood it up again, but it's because I was kind of just like, I'll just go wherever. I don't care if I'm on the bottom or if I'm on the top. But the second time he did it, I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not getting like thrown down again, and kind of braced and broke his body lock that he had went for, and then managed to kind of set up the rest of my stuff and take top position. But he was surprisingly strong, you know. So that would be an interesting one.
It will be.
If I had to pick, I like them both, but if I had to pick, I'm going with Dean, I think.
What's Dino's style like? I've just seen him fight K1.
He's not fought MMA in a long time.
He's not fought MMA for a while. That's the other thing. I suppose Thomas being more active, but
Thomas not fought in a while either. He's only.
I know.
His last
a year.
I think Forza.
That was a year ago now.
Was Forza as long as that? Was it? Fucking hell!
That's crazy.
Jesus.
He's got good grappling, Dino. He's got really good grappling, but so's Thomas.
So's Thomas.
So it might end up a striking battle. You just never know.
I think it's a 3-rounder, that man.
See, Thomas having a K1 fight as well. We fought him on the head.
Well, Thomas has knockouts as well on his record, so like he's obviously got like quite decent power and stuff, because he nailed a boy in one of the Art of Combats. I think put him out cold.
What weight is Thomas?
66.
Aye.
He's prone, isn't he?
Aye. The sort of boys you can be at high and high.
I struck him.
It's always good when you start looking at folk like that.
I like Thomas, so I've always liked him. I think he's.
But that's it, man. You've got 100% know that you can beat all these guys, because what's the point, man? You're not doing it to make friends, you know.
I'm going to be dropping down to featherweight when I turn pro.
I was thinking that for you, man. Like that's probably. Do you cut much for lightweight?
No, but I was talking with Danny, and Danny walks about the same weight as me. He's taller than me, so I've just got a bit more muscle, so I've got to pull the water a bit easier. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, Danny's a big featherweight as well, man.
So I reckon I'm about to make it, man. Just stay there.
You'll make that, man.
I'll break up.
And you'll feel big day, man. Definitely.
Sleeping cunts left, right and centre. It'll be brilliant.
Class, man, class. Right, I think we're almost all done in the SGI chat. Like, we've got, who else? We had Kevin McAloon's match, which was amazing as well, just to finish up. Kevin,
he's good. I rode with him.
Him and that Shea have been down.
Were they through?
Through at high level a few times.
So Kevin went against Tristan. That's the dude I was talking about. That's from Aberdeen Combat Centre. I got a good chat with him yesterday. Actually, he's a really nice guy. But that was a cool match. Pretty much to round it up, it was Tristan was going for leg locks for the first while. Kevin was just really patient, stayed heavy on top of the pressure. and just really kind of the thing with the leg locking is that everybody's going for really early, is it expends a lot of energy. And Kevin just kept everything, tight. Defence was on point, crushing him, just solid basics, man. And then just, once he'd used that energy, Kevin started to pass and started to dominate the position. And he finished with, let's go back, I think it was like an arm triangle or something, if I'm going from memory. No, was it rear naked choke? Let's go up the top, man.
Aye.
Yeah, Kevin, yeah. When's rear naked choke it was, rear naked choke.
What belt was he? Purple belt?
Kevin's a purple belt. He's been a purple belt for a while, so he's really good. He's pretty much, I would say he's probably like the best purple belt he's weight kicking about now, for sure. I think
what weight is he?
Under 85. He usually competes at under 85. He's really good, man. He's like, doesn't really tend to make mistakes.
I'm saying it's always really, see when you see them in the IBJF comps, kind of the local comps, it's always kind of him and Cammy's at each other's tails.
I think Cammy managed to win one of the matches against him. I think T's had a few wins against him as well, turns, but in general he pretty much wins every tournament he enters most of the time,
You get to that level and you're just going to stop making mistakes, don't you? And
I don't think, like, he doesn't really, I don't think I've ever seen him really make any mistakes ever. When you get to that level, it's just fucking minimal mistakes, and everything's really solid. Everything's solid pressure, solid passing, solid submission attempts. Not going for submission attempts unless they're definitely there. It's pretty cool, man. But yeah, it just shows you, like, going through that card, what the level's like getting like in Scotland. I mean, that's a lot of English guys coming up as well, but it was a lot of domestic matchups here as well, and it was just a really
good level of jiu-jitsu in Scotland.
So for sure, big well done to James and Gary for putting on the show and giving people a platform, because I seen the chat the day they were talking about, like, they paid all the competitors as well. I mean, it was like 20% of all tickets sold went to the competitors, and they put it to all the competitors, loads of competitors. There are 20 odd competitors, at least, like probably 26 or so, maybe even more than that. So they put it to everybody, like, you've got like whatever, it ended up like £12 each or whatever. But
see, I got money when I competed. I don't know where.
That's right.
No one ever said that. I just got in my PayPal account like £14. I was like, it's a nice one.
Well, they put it to us for this one, and they were like, what will we do? And a few people suggested charity. I felt like a dick because I'd actually already messaged to say I just put it in my PayPal. Like, fuck, sorry. But then I noticed
charity starts at home.
I noticed that, like, the guys had put everybody had been writing like charity. I was like, oh, by the way, like, I'm happy with charity if that's what everybody's doing. That's cool.
I didn't get to charity, man. When does the money ever actually go to?
I know what you mean. Hopefully it's a good charity.
That $5's better in my pocket than anything else. Like, I'm fucking telling you.
Fuck it, give me it back then.
Mop sold in the idea.
Fuck it, we're back on PayPal, mate. Send it over, man. So we've pretty much, we've went through SGI. We just got maybe last night's on top. Last night's UFC.
Yeah, there's a few.
Good card it was.
We've got Dominic Reyes.
Did you all catch it?
I've not watched all the
That's it, man.
I'm going to watch all one again, man.
Cool.
I'm going to have to jump right into the main talking point with the whole Masvidal fucking Edwards thing, man. Oh, he got stroked. Edwards got stroked last night.
He got punched.
I know he got stroked. He got proper done. Like, he got done.
You mean Till?
No, see, backstage, man. Backstage, but
I seen that. That's when, like,
came out a straight combination, like,
boom. It was like
but that's where Masvidal said some cheeky comment to him, like, Masvidal said some racist shit to him or something like that.
Oh, did it?
Aye, like, which is a bit weird. Like, Masvidal's Cuban, but he said some shit to him. That's what they were talking about. I seen it was on the internet. Aye.
Whoa.
Let's see this.
Masvidal.
Let's talk about that opening sequence.
You got the video there?
Masvidal rocks up, man, and he takes out Till and fucking Edwards.
Yeah. Check it out.
Boom.
Pop.
Nice. This video, watch this. Wow, Jorge Masvidal punches Leon Edwards post-fight interview. Right, just so. Oh shit! Catches him
straight out thug, man. I'm telling you, it's the way he walks up, the hands are behind the back and everything. It's like he's getting that. You're just going to take that there.
Catches him, man.
It's quite bad though.
Aye, man.
It's kind of shit because you're probably going to get a chance to fight the guy anyway. So, like,
Masvidal sitting there saying,
Don't
get
play
yourself
about,
in
is
the
he?
back street, man.
So there's the full card.
Aye.
I'll go through like the main one. Oh, I didn't realise Naramani lost.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, for Paul
End of
Reed's
second
gym.
round. Aye, he's a cool guy,
They
man.
both were like rocking
Turner's
each
beat him
other,
before.
man. Aye.
Graham
beat
Turner,
Did you
yeah.
watch that? Is
Yeah.
Molly McCann, first British
She
woman
is.
ever, not first English woman.
English
Jojo was the first British
Yeah.
woman. Molly McCann, first English woman to win in the UFC.
It's
Her
she
eye
got
was all
the what did you
fucked
call
up,
it
man.
last night too? She got the bonus.
You see
Got
her
the
eye?
50 G's, man.
Ah, sure,
I was
that's shiner,
actually
eh?
shocked. Aye.
Tough chick, like
man.
really tough chick.
A lot of orbital bones broke last night in all the fights. That heavyweight
Aye.
fight and all.
A lot of them went the distance as well, like.
Fucking hell, that's quite damaging as well, eh? It's like it takes a while to heal
Gunnar
up,
Nelson
eh?
as well, probably, man.
Oh, you see
His
his
face was fucked up. Aye.
That elbow, man.
I still need to see most of
A
it.
hematoma straight away. Just,
It was that left elbow. You just see it come right over, eh? Oh,
I wish that Danny lost, man. That was brutal because I think he's
Yeah.
like the best he's ever been in the gym. Everybody's been talking about how good he is, man. The new and
just that clip though. Eh?
aye, it's just
Clubbed a
been
good
caught
shot.
off guard. But that's what I'd say, man. He'd probably fight that guy 10 times. He'll beat him 8 or 9. You know what I mean? It's just one of the ones where you don't do it in the night sometimes.
It's like what you said last week, man. When you look at both the guys' records, I think it's only 1 or 2 losses or something like that between them, eh? You get what I mean?
I think the main thing with Danny though, with his record, is everybody Danny's ever fought has been a good
legit.
fighter. Like
Yeah.
everybody, he's never fought any. There's no taxi drivers on his on his record, but usually you'll find a few scattered with most people, you know. So aye, fair play to that guy, man. But Danny will be back better than ever.
Oh, 100%.
No, he's not the sort of guy
Yeah.
that'll let that bother him. He'll be right back on the horse
just
and
dust
ready to-
himself off and get back in there.
Aye.
Dan Ige 11-2. What's Danny's record? 12-3.
I've never seen that wee Dan Ige fight before.
Nah, I'd never heard him before. that,
Dynamite
man.
Damn.
I'd seen him on there and that.
They were talking about him though. They were saying like
he's a
he was-
manager, mate.
What's that?
He's a manager.
Is he? Aye.
Like to UFC fighters and that.
Fucking hell.
It's for your
He
day.
works with that Ali Abdiz, doesn't he?
Oh really?
Aye.
That's mad.
It's for your day. Like
Aye.
Khabib and that. Oh, part of his big squad is.
Aye.
But then he fights in the UFC. It's quite weird, like. But
Aye.
how's managed
Tax
Stevie?
dodge.
How he's one of Stevie's managers,
Oh really?
and he's fighting his teammate.
That's
It was-
quite crazy,
Yeah,
eh?
it was. It's quite weird, like.
I never knew that, man. That's quite weird.
He's obviously quite a good wee fighter himself.
Aye. I mean, he give up the managing.
I know.
Getting about the scrapping, mate. Mark Diakese, he won against Joe Duffy, unanimous decision.
Yeah, he's
Tough dude, man.
I've only seen highlights of that. I'll need to check that out properly, man. I can imagine that'd be a pretty cool fight. Cause
Not a fan of Mark Diakese, man. Just the way carries himself. Seems
Yeah.
like quite a prick. Like.
aye,
He seems a pretty. His style's quite exciting
But
to
he's a-
watch.
aye, but
away,
he's a good
but
fighter,
He
like,
does
that.
definitely. I know what you're saying, man. He does seem a
That
bit,
was like a
bit
must
too
win
much
from
to
like
take.
he lost quite a
eh?
few fights.
he was on a bad skid before, was he not? He'd lost a few.
Really saved his career there, man.
Yeah. Aye, man, we were laughing about that the other day. I was talking about the fucking Paul Craig situation. I can't remember who I was telling about it. I was just saying, I was at UFC London last time, and like all you could hear the whole way through, like when Paul was getting beat up, like that's what happened, you know. He was in the UFC. I can't comment. I've never been to the UFC, but like I've never fought in the UFC, so fair play that he's even there. But the whole way through, like you could just, I told Paul this as well, you could just hear it must have been like his girlfriend screaming, like, she's like, fucking choke him, like the whole way through, like the whole crowd was silent because it's a Russian guy. Nobody gave a fuck about the Russian guy.
Just at 200% the whole time.
Aye, so everybody was quiet in the crowd when the fight's going on. Do you know what I mean? And Paul had been losing the fight pretty much every second of the fight for
Aye.
the 3 rounds, and it got to like the last, obviously. But I swear to God, man, she was screaming the whole way through, like tap him out, like fucking get the choke and all this, like the whole way through. She was not for giving up. So you know, it's pretty awesome. But the rest of the like everybody else, all the English guys were like heckling her. You know what I mean? Like all the English people in the crowd were like, your man's not going to win, love, and all that. Again, like just being dicks to her and giving her abuse. And then sure enough, like
He fucking pulls it off.
He fucking pulled it off, and then everybody's like, she was fucking right. she knew he was going to do the choke. He was just waiting to the last minute.
She should have been in the corner.
Aye, man, like the whole way through, even like in the worst positions ever, she's shouting, fucking get him in the triangle, do you know what I mean? Like, and then boom, he pulls it off and fucking
Literally
finishes
1
it.
second left.
1 second left, he went for
Fucking nuts.
maybe getting cut to fucking
You get the bonus for that, aye.
50
Aye.
grand bonus. re-contract signing, like aye man, fucking that's a serious life changer. That like
the reason when you see fights like that
for 1 second,
you're absolutely bolting if you're that guy that's tapped out with the second goal.
But that guy had never lost a fight, you know. That guy was like undefeated as well, so it's crazy. It's just a crazy set of circumstances.
You would think the corner would be shouting, you've only got 3 seconds. Oh fuck it, I'd rather go to sleep, man.
Nice fighting against Paul Craig, but obviously in the UFC. He's got a fight quite soon, I think.
It's kind of went under the radar. I don't know who's he. Do you know who he's fighting?
No idea.
Go check it out.
I wonder when Stevie's going to get back.
Stevie was supposed to be fighting Mark Casey.
Oh really?
Aye.
Oh, that'd have been cool,
that'd
man.
have been a great fight.
Aye, definitely. That would have been
fireworks written on that one.
Aye, definitely. Stevie loves to scrap.
You got Stephen Thompson fighting Anthony Pettis as well, 148.
That's a weird fight, isn't it?
What's the deal with this Paul Craig? Did you find? Can you type Paul Craig in? He's up and coming.
Let's see what's coming up. Is it on a fight night? Do you know?
Just type in his name next to it.
Aye, let's
Anthony
see.
Pettis going up to welterweight.
The fight,
Wonderboy Thompson, man.
Aye, that's like just asking for losses, really.
This will be on ESPN2.
Okay.
Kennedy.
So it is, man. It's like 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks yesterday he's going to be fighting a guy called
Kennedy and Cheku, is it?
They always give him the undefeated guys, man.
I know.
5-0, aye.
Kennedy is in Chikuwu.
I'm saying in Cheku, which
The
I
African.
NZECHUKWU.
I'll just go with the majority.
I've
I'll
just
call his first name.
Just call him Kennedy, man.
I'll just call him Ken.
That's it. So that'll be a cool fight, man.
Aye.
I'd obviously nothing to really comment with the guy. I don't know because I don't know anything about that guy. Is it his first UFC fight?
Probably.
Maybe.
5-0. It's bound
Let's
to be.
find out.
You know.
Who else from Scotland have we got in the UFC?
Young guys.
Joanne Calder would win her.
She's
when's
doing
her
well.
next fight?
She's just got a fight booked as well.
I'm sure I've seen that. She's got another one out flyweight.
She's on a good wee roll now, like. She'll be close to a title fight, right?
Yeah, I think if she wins
She's
one
always
more.
kind of had shit out of striking, like.
Yeah. Her and Shevchenko. That's a good matchup too.
Shevchenko's fucking solid. I didn't see anything.
June is that coming up away now?
Caitlin
So it's coming up Saturday 8th of June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wee bit
Caitlin
away then.
Duke again. I'm sure I've seen her fight.
I've heard of her, man.
Duke again.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, she fought Jessica Eye.
She's won 3
She
in a row.
got beat off Jessica Eye.
Calderwood's won 3 in a row.
Aye, so she gets another win. That should be her like
Aye.
asking for the title shot for sure. Jump back to that UFC card for yesterday and we just get finished on that.
Aye. So what else we got here?
Aye, so a couple other guys that were fighting that were big names. Danny Roberts, apparently that was a robbery, like he got caught in an armbar and I think
the ref stopped it.
The ref stopped it, he didn't, like, he said it was a verbal submission, he didn't tap, some bullshit.
That's the one you were watching it, didn't it?
Aye, it was quite bad, I think, man. Bit of a shame. Arnold Allen got another win. Fucking hell, he's on a crazy run.
He's alright with Arnold, isn't he?
Aye, he's on like a
durable little cunt.
He's on a mad run, isn't he?
7.
And how many in the UFC?
7 and 5 in the UFC.
Fucking hell.
Aye, 5 fight win streak in the UFC.
Featherweight.
Yeah, 145, man. He's only 25 as well.
TriStar.
14-1 overall. That's pretty awesome, man. Fucking hell. I would have liked to see him fight Danny Henry. I think that'd be a good fight.
That'd be a great fight.
I'd like to see him fight Danny. That'd be cool. Do you know who his loss was? Oh, we spoke about this before, man. It was Marcin Movcek that fought Adam Stevenson.
I remember saying that. I said that last week.
That's his only loss. Let's get back to who else we got here. We've got Claudio. Oh yeah. That's right. Claudio Silva. He fought Claudio Silva. He was the one that won over Danny Roberts, and then there was Nathaniel Wood. He's
good. Like
he won again.
I watched that.
He's 3-0 in the UFC.
Aye, all subs.
It feels like he only got signed like 6 months ago or something.
Super active.
Aye.
He's on an 8 fight win streak as well.
I think you need to be active.
Cage Warriors, he was killing it, like.
And all second and third round finishes, obviously super fit.
Finishes.
So what's that? June, December, March. So less than 9 months. He's 3 fight win streak there in the UFC, from obviously winning in Cage Warriors, which is pretty cool. Jack Marshman got a split decision win over John Phillips. That was like to be Wales' hardest man, I think. That's pretty cool.
Off at 2 losses.
He's a big tough fucker. He's been about for years though. Ex-army kind of guy. Right, let's just, what else we got for this card here? There's a couple other ones. Go up the top. Dominic Reyes, that was the other one. He got another win, so he's other prospect at light heavyweight. talking about him
probably only one or two away for a title shot, man. That
undefeated as well.
Scary
It's
the
the
way.
take match.
1 minute they're like knocking out a couple of guys that you think right they're meh, and then next thing you know you're fighting John Jones. And then you're just like, fuck. What the fuck did he know?
We were just saying Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker would be a good one to watch.
That'd be cool.
Pretty good, isn't he?
Aye, man, that's crazy, like.
Oh, Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker. Must have talked about him
Johnny
for
Walker.
talked about him for about 25 minutes the last time.
Aye. He's
Big
funny,
big
man.
Rab's
His
new
celebrations
favourite.
are always fucking.
He's nuts, man. Eh?
blew his
He's nuts.
shoulder out celebrating.
Just a big giant energetic guy, man.
Aye.
That's it.
I'd love to see that fight though.
That'd be cool, eh?
Entertaining, eh?
Pretty much, I think if they were to fight, it should get them a title shot, or they could go the other way where they just keep them separate paths and let them pick off like legends.
What
you know?
rank is Johnny Walker?
So
Johnny
what's this,
Walker,
what age? What's he doing at Grey's and who he is? He's sitting out. Has it got a ranking on him?
No, let me see.
Be up there now, like.
Yeah, he's bound to be. Let's see if we get some rankings.
Right, UFC light heavyweight one.
Johnny Walker beat like number 6 or number 6
Yeah,
here.
man, he's starching cunts in the first round.
Aye, aye,
Like,
first
no
20
finding a bit of
seconds.
forward.
Right,
So he's-
calm looking motherfucker at the start, just hanging off that cage.
He
Come
put up
on.
a thing the other day. So he's like, I'm always loose because I'm going in to do the thing that I love to do the most in the world. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Kill
Like,
folk.
I just knock people cleaner. So we're
Separates his shoulder because his opponent can't do it.
He must be in the rankings.
Dominic Reyes 8, sitting at 8 the new.
See, this is bullshit because look.
But they've got Uzdemir sitting at 6, so Blachowicz is
Maybe not
5.
updated.
So Johnny Walker's 13th right now. But
It could happen then, couldn't it?
Misha Surkinov, I'm sure, was in the top 10 before Johnny Walker starched him. You've got quite some really dangerous guys.
Diego
up there.
Santos as well, man.
Guy.
He's doing alright, isn't he?
He's probably getting the next shot by the looks of it.
You forget that you've got all those guys as well at light heavyweight. So Dominic Reyes is number 8, Johnny Walker's number 13. He should be in the top 10 anytime soon.
We've got
But-
OSP at 12 as well. Yes.
OSP, Glover, Jimmy Manua, Ilir Latifi, Corey Anderson. He's one of the guys that kind of always just hangs about and doesn't seem to like get the title shot, but he's just like there. He's like gatekeeper.
Luke
I don't know if I've seen him
Rockwood's
fight,
moving
man. Corey Anderson.
Aye.
up. Yeah, Luke Rocco's moving up.
Oh, is he?
Like heavyweight,
That'd be
aye.
cool,
Mate,
man.
I like Luke Rockhold, man.
He's a skillful fighter, man.
He's probably one of the best shots to try and beat John Jones, man.
And he's
World
still
champion
getting Eddie
himself.
and just get in, train hard, and you can do well. Like,
Aye. Something says he
Huge.
thinks he's better than he is.
Aye,
Sometimes
a wee
he
bit.
lets him
That's what it is,
down.
man.
He's
That's
like,
He's only did that.
taking him out.
He's only did I've ever seen Bisbing knock out like that. You know what I mean,
And
man?
Bisbing-
that was the
Shit.
best thing ever.
Yeah, I loved that.
That was so funny,
Oh,
man. Bisbin fucking, that cracked me up when he won that. I just loved it. Easiest fight of my life, mate. Easiest fight of my life, mate.
You've got to love the count,
At the
man.
press conference,
He
that
came-
fucking
he came with his
Rockhold's
leg,
greeting
man.
and everything.
he rubs it, Michael Bisping rubs it right in.
Oh,
Just like
aye.
wanker, isn't he?
That Rockhold's like, I'd like another shot. Another shot? Fucking easiest life of my fight. My life. Easiest fight of my life, mate. Just laughing at him. Winding him right up, man.
I like some of the count shit, man.
Aye,
I
sometimes
must
he's funny.
admit.
Like,
They announced on that UFC last night he's going in the Hall of Fame.
Aye, that's cool, man. I think it's well deserved. Like,
Yeah,
his story's like proper
been around
Rocky
forever.
story.
First
man.
British champion, isn't it?
He's been around for so long.
And all the guys that beat him up was us, like Reuters. It was only the
Yeah,
Reuters
yeah.
that beat him.
Have any seen his kind of documentary thing on the UFC's YouTube page?
No, I've heard it's amazing
Called,
though.
I think it was My Destiny. It's
Aye,
fucking great to watch.
I need to
that.
check it out, man.
44 minutes long, man.
He's one of the guys, like you say, he just bided his chance, and sit there and he took his
Hard as
wins.
fucking
Aye, just
nails,
kept
man.
chipping away
Aye.
until he got there, man.
He's fucking had one eye in that, and then all the do you know what I mean? It was like all the Reuters would beat him, and they were just fucking getting guys full of TRT, knocking his eye out, and he's coming back with the one eye, and he's trying to fight another guy, and then he'd get like 3 wins, and it'd be right. You're gonna get a title shot if you win this, and Michael, but here's another guy roided up. Here we've got another guy full of the juice. Fucking then he'd get knocked out again. Then they'd be like, right, okay, I'll win another 3 fights against like semi-clean people.
Pretty much.
Aye, and then finally he got the shot on like fucking whatever, a week's notice
He
or 2
fucking-
weeks
aye,
notice,
and he grabbed
took
it with both hands, like-
Amazing.
Fucking Luke's beat him before, didn't he? They know
Aye, Luke
Aye.
man.
Luke had smoked him before, like he just bullied him,
Aye.
and I think he thought he was just going to bully him again, but a fight's a fight, man.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you
can
never
get
forget
slept,
that.
man.
And Yo Romero knocked him Luke right out,
Yeah,
man.
he's spark
Oh,
out.
that
He
was
took his head
vicious.
right off.
Yo Romero's scary,
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
aye.
he's
I
a
love
scary
Yo
cunt,
Romero,
like.
man.
Aye.
He's
Another
keeping-
mad Cuban, aye.
Aye, that's
He's another one that I think's been worked on since birth, man. He's just fucking.
Fucking massive, eh?
Are you
He's
heard
like
him?
41, 42-year-olds.
You heard him talk about
Fucking
what it's like in
fighter.
Cuba?
Eh?
He's like 41
Oh,
years old.
his upbringing and
Yo
that.
Romero. Aye, I heard him on Joe Rogan.
On Joe
talking
Rogan,
about
that's
that.
a great
Aye.
watch, that one.
Nuts.
That's right, man. He was talking about that.
Cuba sounds quite fucking mental.
Aye, man.
You were talking about that Icarus earlier as well, about the doping and stuff, man.
Funded and all that.
It's fucking crazy when you see what some of these like athletes in the Olympics and that are doing and all that shit. But it's definitely getting better. They seem to, USADA seem to be like
USADA, yeah, cunts like.
A bit different, but then you've still got to try and get through all your fucking cage warriors, all your like your amateur circuit, then you know, like that. Just you've got all these fucking roiders you're up against on the way. You know what I mean? Like they're cheating all the way, and you've got to beat all these guys. It was like that guy my brother fought. You see that guy, Daniel or whatever his name was. He was like the Greco-Roman wrestler. Stevie fought him On Top.
Is that where he got Need in the Buzz?
Aye, that's right. He just looked
man.
juiced to his head, man. He was like, it was wide as fuck. He was like on so much growth hormone. His head, his head was the size of 2 heads. It's fucked up, man. I mean, I get that the culture's different there, but like,
where was he from?
Poland. You know, the culture's different there, I know, but it's like it's no frowned upon. But like that guy looked like he'd been fed growth since birth, man.
Eastern European, mostly, innit?
Aye. That's fucked up. The big elongated jaw and all that shit. But aye, it's sad when you see that, man.
All these Russian boys and all, man. All the big shows over there.
Oh,
they're definitely all
they can just fucking stay there, man.
On the ACB and that. Aye, definitely, man.
That KFW is a good show. That
it's a big show, like
yeah.
They're selling at arenas and that, like.
Apparently they're like old school pride, like the amount that they're selling.
That's the one where Mark, is it De Vries holds the title on that one?
Does it?
Phil holds the title on that, I think. Like heavyweight.
I think he fights in there quite a bit. Norman Park.
That's right,
But aye.
No, they kind of signed him up after he got cut for the UFC.
What we're on time,
he's on good cash, like.
What was that?
Norman. He's another tough motherfucker's Norman Park, like. Like Norman Park, man.
Training on a few times out in Northern Ireland, man.
Cool. Well, we wrap it up at this. Any final stuff to go over? You just want to call anybody out or shout anybody out?
Plugs and shit.
What about you, Keir? Anybody you want to fight now, man?
Not really, man.
You've probably fought everybody, man. You fought that much as an amateur, nobody left for you. What about for going pros? Anybody you think about? Like,
I'm not sure, mate. It's just because it's fucking such a wide. You're not just in Scotland anymore, are you? But we'll see. Just whatever.
What weight are you thinking for pros? Bantam, aye, cool.
But it's just kind of, you know, a lot more of that's in James's control now.
Aye.
You know, it wasn't as much like that out of Headhunters. Because you were saying, like, you know, James fucking runs all that, so
aye, yeah.
Just whatever he comes back.
It's a lot of stress off your shoulders now. Just
it's nice to let someone just handle that.
Make
like,
the
you're fighting
right decisions.
This guy, this date, and you're like, right, perfect. And you can just start getting ready. So just kind of whatever's gonna.
Aye, definitely. 'Cause you have to kind of leave that shit in your coach's hands for sure, because they have the experience of kind of seeing it, and they'll probably err on the side of caution. Most people always err on the side of caution, but it's like, just keep active and fucking keep it.
It'd be nice to, like, you know, the second half of the year towards it and start looking to get on bigger shows, man.
Yeah.
Just get the exposure, get my name out there.
Especially when you're putting all the training and you want to go out and show the work and the improvements, eh?
Like I'm saying, that wee George, man, made his pro debut on Bellator, 10 grand, so...
apparently it's floating about whether they're going to bring it here or not. Is he jumping on like a Bellator or something? 100% would jump
Bungie winning and with Chris Duncan winning, both of them winning, like, you'd think they would bring it over.
The Hydro, they're looking
even
at
a Cage Warriors, because I've got Ross Houston and all that, Aiden Steve and fucking Scott Malone, so
that would make sense, man.
They're going to bring something up here, something big soon.
And then just try and jump on it, man.
I would jump right on it, I know.
That's a good shout. They definitely need to get like some of the big shows up in Scotland. So it's been a while since there's been a big show in Scotland.
And MMA's starting to get bigger in Scotland, man. Like,
fuck, man.
Like, guys are watching the UFC. Like, everybody sat in last night and watched the UFC.
We could easily have 3 titles, like, by the end of the year. Like 3 of the Cage Warriors world titles and fucking other shit as well. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, because we Scott Malone's fighting for the title.
Scott Malone's fighting for it soon, man. Big shout out to him. He's out at Alpha Male, I think, again.
Jack Shore, that'll be a fucking great
tough fight.
Aye, I know. But
fucking Scott's looking on form, like.
He's like an elite level judoka, man. I remember hearing about him like years ago. He had his name forward for a fight show, and it was like Josh was like, no, that guy is very, very fucking good at judo. Like your old judo coach was like, that guy's very good at judo. He's meant to fight one of the guys that was like a bit of a newbie, and he had a couple of amateur fights, but Josh was like, nah, like, keep everybody away from that guy. And, you know, because he'd heard, like, he knew how good he was at judo, you know. So, and it's obviously showed, because he's put his work into his striking. He's been over at Alpha Male, and like you've seen it, like his game adapt completely.
Yeah.
And those guys that have done judo for a lot longer, like him and Ian Feenan and stuff like that, those guys have got the wrestling style of judo where you were still allowed leg attacks and that, whereas now it's like all upper body throws that you're allowed. But the older guys that have done it for longer,
it's a good base, the old style.
Yeah, like they jump on the leg attacks and stuff as well, so that's pretty cool. But let's hope he gets it. I'd love to see him get it done, man. It would be quality.
I'm rooting for everybody for Scotland, man.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Fucking right. The more people that win for the country, the more it can
guys are doing well now. Like, you know, Bungard, Chris, guys all over.
Yeah,
they're doing well on big shows, man. It's good to see. Cage Warriors, Aidan Stephen recently.
Yeah,
got another win.
That's it. He's been staying
good to
busy.
See.
Aye, the more people that win on these shows, the more it kind of brings attraction to the country and gets us a chance to get
some
on
big shows up here,
Aye, for sure, man. Aye, because it's been a while, man. The last one was
because the UFC was supposed to come here.
UFC.
Yeah.
Cage Warriors came once. I think that.
Have they been up here before?
Aye, they've been once, man. Because Dino Begg ended up fighting on the undercard there, didn't he?
Peter.
Dino and Peter fought each other.
Aye.
Years
that
ago.
was a crazy fight too, man.
Aye.
McCaffrey. Peter's been in the game for a long time.
That's like, aye. Peter's awesome, man.
I spoke to him the other night about that.
And he got that win recently as well.
He's going to be turning pro now.
Aye, good, man. He should. Like,
what's his record?
He's putting the fuck. He's fought everybody, man. He beat fucking Reece McKee. He beat Reece McKee years ago as well. Like when he was no long starting out. But Peter's a hard working guy as well. He deserves it. Like
always puts the graft.
He puts in the work, and he's fucking. He is really good, man. Shout out as well to Reece McEwen. I heard Reece McEwen had lost a close decision, but he's like one of the hardest working dudes that I think you were training with him recently as well.
I got some sparring with him recently a couple of times.
Aye. How was it? Was it good, man? Because you probably missed each other a few times at amateur.
I know.
Like always,
it's funny.
Aye. And then you got a chance to actually train with him in the gym.
But his wrestling's top notch. Like he's top game.
Awesome.
He's just so heavy on top, man.
That's quality, man. Cause
just fought a tricky wee guy there.
He's a good wee guy, Reece, man.
Nice guy.
Great attitude, great mind as well, man. Like total, focus and confidence and stuff like that as well. I always remember, like I was in the grip house years ago, like 3 years ago or something. And people don't usually come up and ask to roll with you, especially if they're smaller than you and stuff like that. And they came up and he was like, "Can I roll you?" Just grabbed me. He's like, "Can I roll you next?" Aye, like just can I roll you next? And I was like, "Oh, aye, that's really cool." Like when somebody's like that, I think that's brilliant. You know what I mean?
It takes him like 2 hours to drive to our level.
Aye,
just for some sparring. So it's like
it just shows that how hungry he is to do it, man.
He needed the rounds in.
Aye, that's awesome, man. And like I say, he'll be back better than ever 100%. As well. Do you know what I mean? It's these sorts of guys who just go right back on track and they'll just be back to smashing it. If you're going to take losses, you want to take them amateur.
Against like good guys with that Lee Scott's pretty fucking good.
That's it. You want to fight these guys at amateur, and then that way, when you go pro, you hopefully don't make any of these mistakes, or you make the adjustments that you need to move forward. But aye, man, it's been great. It's been great catching up with you, and good to see your plans. I look forward to seeing you both in the future fighting, man, and smashing it.
Hopefully get back on the Mopcast soon, man.
Aye, after your next win, man, that'll be cool when you get that belt.
Alright, boys, take
care. Good to meet you all.
Catch up, please.
Pleasure as always.
Pleasure, man. Always a pleasure, never a chore, dog. See you, man.
Yeah.
Best luck with any season for that fight, dog.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Catch you. Take me with one.
Good crack. That was good, man. It was 2 hours.
Flies by,
You're just chatting about shit.